Hello, people of Earth. It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Tonight we're winging it and booking on the fly in the Fire Pro Wrestling world. First, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us, and we hope the day finds you well. Alright, as we said, we are booking on the fly. Normally this would be like literally everything that I would do off-screen to prepare for just launching the first event into the ring right away, but as is the spirit of the thing, since we are being fire promoters here. Hiya! Hang on one sec. There we go. Up in the top corner. We're gonna go through the entire process on air this time. So we might only get to one show today. As checking my notes, we are due for a 10-match supercard in our first event today, and as I said, I booked nothing. The only thing I know I have to do is find something to do with Mandy Rose in the show, because she's come in from the WWE. And I need to change the first 5 matches. I need to change the rule set back. We did that promotional battle last time. So we have to reset the rules. So I have notes for that. Other than that, no idea. Let's check. Let's take a look up here. Hang on to see if I can bring up Notepad for you real quick. Boink! There we go. Let's take a look at our Wayward Champions. Okay, Ishikawa is on our roster. Specifically to drop the DDT title. So we're going to try to bring somebody in from DDT to challenge them. Kenny Omega, who we didn't know was a junior heavyweight, won the New Japan junior title, so we have to bring in somebody from New Japan to challenge Kenny Omega. Previously, I had toyed with the idea of, well, just editing Kenny Omega back to being a heavyweight, which I will eventually do, but I don't want to risk corrupting the save file or anything like that, so I will save that editing process until he drops the junior belt back to somebody from New Japan. So we'll try to find somebody from DDT and New Japan, so we're going to have 2 friends in on this show, and then other than that, we're not going to do any trios matches, at least none that require outside assistance. Like here, we'd have to hire 3 people from All Japan to come in and cross our fingers if they showed up. Here, it would be it's a huge mess, because we need we have 2/3 of the trios championships from Impact, but Bret Hart and Will Hobbs aren't speaking to each other anymore since the Standard broke up, so there's a lot going on. Alright. So now I know to get somebody from DDT and New Japan. Alright, let's get that off screen. Put that in my notes down here. There we go. We're booking year 8, month 5. The only thing I won't do, I'll show you once I write it all out and before we actually book it in the game, but once I have it all written out, I'll show you the match card. Okay, so I need somebody from Mandy Rose. Oh, that's easy. There we go. And, oh, Kenny Omega needs to be junior. And Shuji Ishikawa. There we go. Okay. Oh, I also need to hire someone. Oh, that's right. I hire someone. I think we had scouts set out. Let's see if we sent the scouts back out. Yep, all the scouts have been sent back out. Alright, I at least did that. Yeah, we definitely need to offer a contract. Okay, so let's take a look at our stables first. We managed to find a new leader for the Black Moon Fight Club after Undertaker suddenly retired. So we got Sting. 60-something-year-old Sting. So we're now on Sting retirement watch. But that's okay. We got half our roster is in danger of just walking out on us. Which is a fun element of danger that I did not anticipate. So, nothing wrong with that. Alright, so we have to find... I wanted to replace the junior heavyweight in the Heat business. So that was my sort of first priority, or, before the sudden retirements of Booker T and The Undertaker. There's no straight-up replacing The Undertaker, although Sting is the new leader of the Black Moon Fight Club. Pretty good, pretty decent substitution, but not like a 1-to-1, obviously. Different vibe, but still a spooky, violent one. Alright, so with the thought in mind to get a junior heavyweight, let's take a quick survey of the landscape here. Pardon me, still coughing a little bit from the old COVIDs. It sticks with you. In tiny ways, but it sticks with you nonetheless. Okay, junior heavyweight Adam Cole. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be a heavyweight, and I made sure that he was a junior heavyweight when I upgraded to the one, because you can see clearly it's got his face and stuff on it. Okay. Possibility, not a huge fan, but possibility, it'd be at least solid. Helico, very popular, but neither is my roster. Overall, one of the Ass Boys. Both members of Bear Country up for grabs. That's nice. Let's see. So just a name jumps out at me. See if there's somebody that just leaps off the page, so to speak. Yeah, pardon me again. Let me get some water here. Danny Bryan. Had Danny Bryan last time. I mean, they're Bryan Danielson again, but asked if we just let go. Ooh. Wouldn't mind Davey Boy Smith Jr. in the heavyweight division eventually, but we're looking for a junior heavy at the moment. If they happen to have an option for black and gold gear, so much the better, but just looking for a junior heavy overall. Nope, what's up, Tejano? Another former employee. We had Finn in our last incarnation. I try not to repeat roster members just to make it interesting for myself. Helps me call more variety of matches and stuff like that if there's different people in them. Miss Jackie. Gonna be a lot of legends in the North American pool, or in all the pools really, but Jimmy Rave! I don't hate it. Joe Henry bigger than I thought. 6'2", 230. Freshman we already had last time around. Same with Josh Alexander. But one higher Juice Robinson. Nothing so far. Let's keep going. I mean, I don't hate it, but he's a stoic. He probably won't even want to sign with us. He's too MMA focused, it seems. Though he would fit in well as a protege of William Regal in that stable. It's not a terrible fit because Bobby Lashley himself has done MMA. All right. So we've shortlisted Kyle O'Reilly, just based on. You know what? We'll just try it. They're gonna get 3 strikes, so let's just start trying it. All right, Kyle O'Reilly. This is gonna be a tough sell as a stoic. Let's just highball him. It's only 20 grand. Okay, Kyle O'Reilly. There we go. Now, managed stable. Transfer wrestling. Ishikawa still on the line because he's not technically here for long. Aha. Kyle O'Reilly, welcome to the Heat business. There we go. Junior heavyweight Kyle O'Reilly coming in. So let me get the old text file back up. Doink. Look along. People can look along. They can watch along too. There we go. The Heat business. As you can see, I had earmarked it for a junior heavyweight, and we got one. Is it O'Reilly or O'Reilly? Probably that. Yeah. From the good old US of A. Heat business, once again, has 4. Okay, so that, let me go to the totals here. That puts us at 47 of 52, I think. And then 18 juniors, 29 heavies. Scroll all the way down to my junior talent section. Put that up to 18. And put... Oh, we have a Kyle and a Kylie. Kyle O'Reilly, heel from US of A. There we go. Alright, that's the champion and roster business taken care of. I don't think he's going to debut this month for us. Nah, don't think so. That's alright. Good to have him under contract. So, boom. Alright. That's a good fit, Heat business-wise. Alright, so now for the event, we need to invite somebody for Kenny Omega and for Shuji Ishikawa. So we need to invite someone from New Japan and DDT. Let's start with our friends in New Japan and try to just look at all of their junior talents. So, Yo, Shingo Takagi technically counts. Pretty wild. Then the Hurt, El Fantasmo. Yes, Michinoku. I mean, I'd love to see him there. That's a hefty price. He's gonna be expensive. Zack Sabre Jr. technically a junior heavyweight. Interesting. Oh my. Osprey's all over it. David Finlay. Amazing Red still here yet. And then these are more of the young boys. Oh yeah. All beaten to crap. Okay. Not a bad selection. I'm gonna choose Taka. Sure, 88 grand. Come on over. Taka Michinoku versus Kenny Omega. There we go. That's what we're going to book. Let's write that in. I accidentally typed in Taka Michinoku by adding an extra, or by adding an L. Good stuff. The Joey Lawler gag, I believe. We're going to stay in America for both shows. Oh, by the way, what I'm trying to do is book this 10-match Super Show and then send as many of my people to WWE as possible with the hopes that it butters them up so that for the second half of the broadcast, provided we have enough time, I can do a, series of best of 5 singles match promotional war against WWE because they're the only promotion that bested us in one of those. But I'd very much like a chance at revenge before we retire the second generation whenever I feel that needs to happen. Probably it's going to be at the end of a calendar year in-game, but we haven't even hit #1 in the world yet, so we have to at least accomplish that. Anyway, now that we have someone from New Japan, we need someone from DDT to come in and face Shuji Ishikawa. Ishikawa is the heavyweight DDT champion, so we can have a junior or a heavyweight contend against them. Alright, so who from DDT wants to show up? Alright. Oh no, Daisuke Sasaki is hurt. Kota Umeda. Not terrible. Hurt. Harashima. Alright, not terrible. So he's already bested Higuchi and Endo, which is a shame because they're crazy talented. I was hoping one of them would take it back. Trust D though. Also a poor condition. Rekka would be kind of interesting. As you can see from his specials. Looking for a lot of arm breakers out of Rekka. Whoa. Has he ever messed up? 3 more months. Poor guy. It's kind of slim pickings, unfortunately. Let's go Harashima. See if we can get him on board. You want to come in and win another title? You already have 2. Looks like you have some sort of tag belt, if not a trios belt. Trios belt. So it looks like you're trios champ and tag champ. Might as well make you singles champ as well. Come on through. Ba-boom. All right. Harashima versus Shuji Ishikawa for the DDT championship. So that's settled. And everything else is going to be handled in-house. So save that. And we start to book our event. Standard event, normal matches. Before we book anything, I want to configure the match styles in here just to make sure. Okay. Why are they fine? Oh, 6 through 10 that are all messed up. Look at that. Okay. See, look at all the changes. All right, so I'm going to start on this side of the screen because it's easier because it's only 2 things to change. So these all have to go no. These all go team. Or go low, I should say. Low and team. There we go. Got to get back to the GWA standard move set or rule set. Speeds real quick. Now they're all the same. Back to match number 6. Now we do down to 5. Rope on. That's all fine. Elimination, Lumberjack and Tornado, off, 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 also great. Cut play, DQ outside. So the only thing I need to do is turn outside off? Looks like. Perfect. Off you go. Off for you as well. And for you. We've done it! Yes, we've done it. Cursed! Okay. Surprisingly easy voice to do. Yeah. We're at a medium haul, but we're going all out. We're gonna try to get $20 for 40k fans. So we established our rule set, and we are booking title matches. Let's start with the main event. We kind of oh wait, I already know what to do here. Haha. I remember from my headcanon from last week. So even if I don't come in with a plan, I at least prepare myself. So Minoru Suzuki, our world champion, has been trying to pick a fight with this gentleman, and we shall let him have it. Kazuchika Okada versus Minoru Suzuki in the main event. The GWA title. Here you can wear your slightly oldish gear. That brought in 2,500 folk. Alright. Underneath that, Hall of Fame Championship. Look at all these titles I have available. There we go. Hall of Fame Championship. Bobby Lashley. The Heat Business is currently feuding with the Heartbreakers. So he won the belt from Scott Hall. He's going against the big boy. So Shawn Michaels, Bobby Lashley. That's going to be an interesting clash for sure. All right. Underneath that, more title matches. More title matches. I'm just tabbing over to my notepad because I have just all the champions written down. So our tag champions, the Street Profits, let's put them against some of the rest of Heartbreakers here. They can have Flamita, who used to be a champion and is no longer. Flamita and Abyss, representing the Heartbreakers. Do you have something more fun? I like putting him in his white, sort of asylum attire. Okay. Only about 10k in the building, huh? How about now? 16,000. Well, if we grow in 10, let's try to get everybody here. See, well, we're trying to build our popularity back up in America. We got more belts to put on the line. I think a title match. Becky Lynch, our junior champion, against. Let's see. A big debut against Kyle O'Reilly would be fun, but I feel like we're going to give it to Bill Bullock because his tag team partner was just released from the company. He's a real good popularity-wise. That's actually a real strong matchup because both of them have killer submissions. Becky Lynch would disarm her. Bill Bullock with the stomach claw. He's had shots at the big title before, but never won. But I don't know. I got a feeling about Bill Bullock's chances this time. Could hopefully make for a good matchup. Let's see. Now we can put some more titles on the line because we got. What do we got? Liger's got a belt, doesn't he? Yeah, junior heavyweight Liger against Hayabusa. Liger wouldn't get him out of his black suit. Oh, he's gonna go red. If he goes red, then Hayabusa's got to go different color. Hayabusa, what's your fourth? Ooh, Blackabusa. Okay, let me actually move that a little bit. What's it in? The number 6 slot. To me, that's the just before break, because like it's the tale of two halves of a card, right? Matches 1 to 5. This would be the match right before intermission, and then we come back with a non-title, and then go straight into our quad title main event explosion. So in this area, let's see if we can't get ourselves like a nice tag match in here. Heels on this side, so let's get over to just plain heels. Oh, there we go. How's Misawa doing? Misawa's alright. And how's Mox doing? Alright, Mox is feeling alright. So Moxley and Misawa. So I already know one opponent. The forever rivalry that we like to capitalize on every once in a while. Kento Kobashi, how you feeling, bud? Kento Kobashi coming in. Oof. Look how we've destroyed everybody's popularity in America, by the way. Watch this. These are our baby faces. The first letter under popularity is how popular they are in our native America. We have spent way too much time touring around and leaving people off cards. D. We feature him like every other show. D. B. D for Becky Lynch, our junior champ. Bret Hart's down to a B. We're dragging everybody down. Darby Allin's down to a C. Drew is never popular in America, but we haven't done him any favors. Kenta Kobashi, one of our first champions, down to a D. Kurt Angle is down to a D popularity in America. Insane. Yeah, we're letting these people down big time. Anyway, how do we feel about Bret Hart's Kenta Kobashi? I feel pretty good about it. So does the crowd. That drew 8,000 people just for that team being announced. So that's your match back from break. Like a real barn burner of a tag, and then we go straight into our 4 championship matches, including another tag match. That's not, not the worst thing in the world. Okay, and then our first half of the card, I feel like we can still... This is where we actually have a couple more title matches to do. So let's do a break. So a non-title match here. We'll put them like maybe here and here. Our guests. Let's see. Shuji Ishikawa against Harashima. There you are. DDT. Sure. I think these are fancy up. I like those. There we go. And we have Kenny Omega with the New Japan Junior Heavyweight crown taking on Taka. Heck yeah. Oh, old school Taka. So that's like Suzuki-gun Taka. And, Michinoku Pro colors. Okay, so we've only booked 8 matches, and we already sold this place out. So let me ask them for $20 and see if we can't get $20 out of them with these last couple of matches. Oh, Mandy Rose. So you're going to be opening the card here because she's in from WWE. Where are you? There you are, Mandy Rose. Okay, I don't have current Mandy Rose, so we'll do... Sure, we can wear pink. Okay, that brought some folk. GWA. Perfect. Britt Baker, Mandy Rose. Okay, that's going to open us up. So let's see if I can bring 15,000 people into the arena with a matchup right here. So let's do another tag because that'll at least get us the opportunity to put more butts in seats, so to speak. Oops, back it up. Not a single. Let's do a tag match. It's going to be non-title because we have all of our titles on the line already. Let's see. Let's do some... Okay, so how's Keith Lee? Man alive. We've just destroyed everybody's popularity. But still, let's do Kairi Sane. And Keith Lee of the Squared Circle K. Okay, that did not help much. And who else can we bring in? Oh, there we go. Bison and Luna. Perfect. That's heavy and junior heavy mix. That works for me. Okay. Doesn't work for the fans as much, but there's a heck of a lot of people there for $10. What about $20 large arena, full house? What about $40? Got 30 out of 40. Okay, hang on. That's going to be about 45,000 at 20 each. Or if I go here, it's 58,000 at 20 each. That's good enough at $20 a pop. Because if I do that, 16,000 more people show up. No, I'm going to leave it like that. It's not quite a sellout, but we're, trying to get back on our feet in America as it is. Let's take a look at what we got. All right, so I've plotted this out as... So I got Mandy Rose. Oh, I changed the rules back. Let me just update my text file here. I changed the rules back, and I have utilized Mandy Rose as requested. Okay. And the only other note I have is send a bunch of people to WWE, because like I said, I'm going to try to butter them up and then challenge them to a fight in the second half of the broadcast. So, we got a hiring done. That was quicker than expected. They're not even debuting on the show, but that's okay. We'll have them fight for us in a promotional brawl if it happens. Much like we debuted Sting. Okay, so $20 ahead. We got 58 out of 65. Not terrible. There's a few empty seats, but hopefully they're in the rafters, or we'll help everybody like get better seats and move down or whatever. Mandy Rose, Britt Baker, Taka versus Kani for the New Japan Junior, Harashima, Shuji Ishikawa for the DDT Heavy. Then we got Kairi Sane and Keith Lee versus Luna Vachon and Bison Smith. Should be a hard-hitting tag match. And then our intermission, or what would be an intermission at a real show, would be Hayabusa, Jushin Liger for the Legends Junior belt. Then we come back from break with Bret Hart and Kenta Kobashi versus Jon Moxley and Mitsuharu Misawa. Interesting style matchup there. And then 4 that are our major, all of our belts. Bing, bang, bing, bang, boom. Starting with the GWA Junior Heavyweight belt, Becky Lynch defending against the convict Bill Bullock. The tag team belts up for grabs as the Street Profits are going to take on Flamita and Abyss of the Heartbreakers. Speaking of the Heartbreakers, Shawn Michaels looks to bring some more gold, in addition to, hopefully capturing the tag straps. Trying to get the Hall of Fame Championship away from Bobby Lashley. So Bobby Lashley, Shawn Michaels in your semi-main. And then in your main event, Suzuki has picked a fight with Kazuchika Okada. All related to, in Suzuki's mind, Okada being an inferior or like an unworthy successor to Keiji Muto and the leadership of the Squared Circle K. Anyway, so Suzuki Okada in your main event for the biggest prize of them all. We're still trucking along, so to speak, and trying to spread out internationally, but we seem to have disappointed our American fans in doing so. So, they are indeed fickle. Fickle, fickle, fickle. And it's put me in a pickle. My popularity in America is down to a trickle. But we're hoping to remedy that with this giant-ass show. Around 60,000 in a 65,000 seater. That's most of a football stadium full. I'm okay with that. Paid $20 a head to get in. Not too shabby. Alright, confirming. Feels good, looks good. I did the matches already. I just want to double check real quick. Leaning back. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay. Confirm match card. Got all those belts on the line. It's all in my text file as well. Now, as I said, the only promotion I want to share people with, or lend people to, is the WWE. So I'm not going to do the 3-strike thing. I'm just going to literally send everybody that's healthy. I'm just going to try. Okay, they don't want Adam Cole or Adam Page. No problem. How about Darby Allin? Darby Allin they took. I'm just going to whip through this as fast as I can. My note literally says send a bunch to WWE. So I put to WWE, and then underneath I'm just going to start typing. Darby, comma. Let's see who else they want. Everyone gets just one crack. Again, everybody healthy. Drew, they took Drew. You can take Kurt. Took Kurt. Drew. Kurt. How about Kylie Ray? Sure, they took Kylie. Again, everybody I can is going to WWE. It's practically an invasion. I just want to see how many, if any, they will use if I flood their markets. Anyway, so let's save right there. We've loaned so many people, and we're just going to continue, like literally everyone that's healthy enough and wants to. Hey, you want to go to WWE? Sure, we'll take Speedball. Did you want Ray Phoenix? Here goes Ray Phoenix. So Mike Bailey went. Phoenix is now gone. Who else? Yohei. Do you want to take Yohei? Yohei's healthy. Sure, they're like, let's do it. Yohei went over. How about Brody Lee? Brody Lee went over. So Yohei. Comma, Brody. This is amazing. Back over to Fire Pro. How about CM Punk? He's not on my show. Do you want him to be on yours? You sure do. CM Punk's over there. How about Emi Sakura? Sure. They only turned down one person. They just didn't want Hangman so far. How about Jeff Jarrett? See you later. Again, everyone that's not working that's healthy enough to do so, send them off to the WWE this month. It's crazy. Serena Deeb. Oh man, look at them all. Seth Rollins, how you feeling? There you go, Seth, Serena. Powerhouse Will Hobbs. What say ye? No Hobbs, so Seth and Serena. Now we get into my factions. Alright, let me save again real quick. So, after we do our show, we're going to take a look at the results of the WWE show. There's no way they can leave all of these people off the card. I'm literally sending them, like, half of my roster. Alright, Raven. Off Raven goes. Who's next? Mike Awesome. Yes, please, they say. How about Taz? Oops. Oops. Let's try that again. Taz. Taz is gone. So, Raven, Awesome, Taz. I'm on my about to start my third line of people that I've sent to this promotion. Events, loan, WWE, just loading them up with everybody. All my champions are defending, so I have no worry about like losing a belt. I don't know. Oh, Chris Statlander has the All Japan Trios belt, so I was going to say I don't even know what belt she has. There you go. Chris Statlander's on the way to WWE for us. Scott Hall. No Scott Hall. Oh, you know what? Checkered past. Bound to happen. How about Sting? They don't want Sting. Wowzers. Sour grapes. How about Kevin Blackwood? They wanted Kevin Blackwood instead. Scott Hall and Sting? Nah. Eddie Guerrero. Yep. William Regal. Uh-huh. Kyle O'Reilly. Uh-huh. So Eddie, Regal, O'Reilly. How many people did we send in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15, 16. We sent 21 people to the WWE. As I said, that is about half the roster. We would have sent more than half the roster if they didn't turn down a couple. Alright. There's no way they can't not use some of our friends. Now that we've done that, we know we're in a 65,000 seat arena. Let's, no, we've done all that. Ah, there we go. Training center, taken care of. Let us produce some merchandise. Okay, so 10,000 photo set. Oops. I'm gonna blast out these because there's only 1,000, and we have a 65,000 seater. So I'm gonna take a bath on that 1,000 and make 10,000 fresh shirts. I'll let the towels ride. That's okay. Masks, I'll only make like 3. Maybe the scarcity of it will be like, ooh, I gotta get them while they're good, you know? DVD Blu-ray, I'll do 10. And then we'll blow out... Oops. 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 I did not dispose of them. Okay, so goods are fine. Branded snacks. These ones expire, but I'm still gonna do 10,000. But to me, that's like something for the kiddos from the concession stand. So, alright. It's an expensive show, but well worth it. Okay, we booked everything we need to book. We have our full card. I've got it all written out here. No trios matches, just singles and tags. We sent 21 people to the WWE to try to butter them up for a fight next month. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're all set to go. We have to hope that Taka Michinoku and Harashima show up for work. Okay. We have no one else to loan. Everyone has been loaned out that can possibly be loaned out. I didn't even look at their health. I just sent them out there. Anyway. Here we go. That's strike one. Both of them canceled! Wowzers. Okay, after their huge fees. Oh, they took half the audience with them too. Okay, so that's strike one. We backed out of that. We're going to have to play the ball where it lay on the third strike if it comes to that. Oops. Backed out too far. Let us load our data once more. Okay. I didn't know this would happen at some point. I think I saved up for doing the merchandise. I have to double check that. Well, it should be a $1.7 million show. Let's check that first. Okay. That seems like I did it. Okay, that's all done still. Alright, we're ready. Alright, chance number 2 to show up to work. As you were booked and paid to do. This could be a false positive. Okay, 58,000. We got 10 matches. Let me just double check. Everybody's... Nope. Talk on Harashima here. Okay, everybody's here. We can save. Alright! Oh, it only took about 35 minutes extra to put this together before we actually did it. That wasn't too bad. Maybe we can get in that second show almost guaranteed. First, we gotta get through this 10-match mega card, starting with Mandy Rose visiting from the WWE. We traded 21 wrestlers to get Mandy Rose on our show. And we put her against Britt Baker. So here we go. Britt Baker, Mandy Rose, coming up right about meow. As always, the creature on feature. Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway. Britt Baker representing the GWA in the white, Mandy Rose in the pink and yellow from the WWE. Some junior heavyweight division action to start your night. As I take a healthy swig of my fizzy lifting drink. Submission attempt there, modified abdominal stretch out of Rose, but Britt Baker quickly able to counter. Oh, geez. Shot to the ding-dong. Mandy Rose to Britt Baker there. Right in the hoo-ha. Nice body slam by Rose into the quick pin and a no count. Plenty of fight left in Britt Baker DMD. A relative newcomer here to GWA, looking to prove herself in the junior division. Has show her pride in her employer, representing the company against Mandy Rose of the WWE here. And the two ladies now exchanging forearms. Mandy Rose getting the better of that. Unable to capitalize, however. Fight now being worked back toward the center of the ring. Nice DDT there from Britt Baker. Mandy Rose going to the eyes. Doing anything she can to gain that advantage. Trying to get the offensive momentum to swing in her favor. But Britt Baker with a nice clothesline. Unable to follow up. Back and forth these ladies are going here. Been hard for either to sustain any sort of offensive momentum. Counter for counter, hold for hold. Now she gets the butterfly suplex, does Britt Baker. Nicely done into the Angel's wings. Rolls into the pin. 2 count, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Rose just grabs a headlock, trying to slow things down now. After a series of impressive offense. Nicely done. Britt Baker going back to the head and neck with that DDT. Trying to widen the gap between the two ladies. Apply more offensive pressure than Mandy Rose, who scores with that nice snap suplex. Oh, an elevated Angel swings like maneuver out of Mandy Rose, and into the cover she goes. 2 and almost a 3 count. Britt Baker escapes. Brainbuster to the knee by Britt Baker. Quickly done. Mandy Rose seems to have shrugged it off immediately. As we approach the 10-minute mark here. Oh, more difficult to shrug off that super kick. Followed up with a nice neck breaker there from Britt Baker. Nice clothesline in the corner, but an excellent response from Mandy Rose. Suplex sending Britt Baker to the floor where there are no countouts or disqualifications. The fight will continue brutally until both competitors are back in the ring. Britt Baker scoring with some DDTs now, whipping Mandy Rose into the guardrail. Mandy Rose gets countered. She's looking for another angel swings of her own. Swinging neckbreaker out of a suplex by Britt Baker there. Gets caught with a bulldog though from Rose. Back to her feet. Nice snap suplex there from Mandy Rose in from the WWE. These two junior heavyweights going back and forth now. Super kick out of Baker. Mandy Rose powers through and hits a clothesline. Oh, another brainbuster to the knee by Britt Baker. Shades of her other half, her SO. Into the lockjaw goes Baker, and she is critical Mandy Rose. Oh dear, she perhaps broke her lower jaw with that one. But Mandy Rose of the WWE going down to the GWA's Britt Baker via the lockjaw. Gruesome end there. But hey, they love the match up into that point. Oh, all right. Of course it gets to happen when we're off the air, technically. That's a bummer. I'll have to wait here for the feed to return. Oh, turn green again. All right, I'll wait. That's a bummer. It's gonna call it a lockjaw victory, but she did critical her in the move, so it was also technically a KO. Sorry about that, Mandy Rose. Let me just give it a sec here. As it says, we're now back to full capacity. I don't know why my internet does that. It just disappears partially. Like, certain sites can no longer access the internet for like a few seconds, and then like it cycles through something, and then everything's fine. But unfortunately, stuff like the end of that match probably got clipped off the live stream, and certainly the VOD. On Twitch, at least. It will be up in its entirety on the YouTubes in a matter of days, don't worry. All right, we're back live, and so I can continue the show. There, as you see, Britt Baker was able to score the win with a lockjaw over Mandy Rose in a scorcher in the opening contest here. Hoping to continue that momentum is Kenny Omega, also representing the GWA here and trying to defend the New Japan Junior Heavyweight title against Taka Michinoku in from New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm excited for this. It's a big Taka mark from the 90s. The first tape I ever traded for was a 4-hour best of Taka Michinoku. It was my first experience with Michinoku Pro Wrestling. I saw him in New Japan Wrestling. I saw him in Battle Arts. There was some stuff, I think, from him on Shotgun Saturday Night as well, or perhaps Sunday Night Heat. Some good stuff all over the place. Anyway, here we go. Taka Michinoku challenging Kenny Omega for the New Japan Junior Heavyweight crown. Let's get on down to the ring. Hayarg! As always, the referee on record, Mr. Bigfoot, calling for the bell, and we are underway. Taka Michinoku in the blue shorts, matching blue knee pads and amateur wrestling shoes. Kenny Omega in the long, elaborate tights, airbrushed with some video game reference, no doubt. Taka Taka Michinoku is going to be looking for the Michinoku driver, that famous finishing maneuver that bears his name. In fact, it's the Michinoku driver 2 that you see most often out of Taka Michinoku. And of course, Kenny Omega. You do not want to give up back control to Kenny Omega, where his most potent offensive weapons are applied, the least of which being that hair pull bulldog he just applied. Leading all the way up, of course, to the one-winged angel. Oh, high angle Boston Crab at Taka here. No mercy. From the many-decade veteran of the pro wrestling ring. Wrestling since the early 90s as Taka Michinoku. Still plugging away. Hey, Rocco, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good one. This is only the second matchup we've presented so far. You missed a pretty decent contest between Brett Baker of the GWA and Mandy Rose of the WWE. And now we're seeing Kenny Omega defending the New Japan Junior Heavyweight Championship against New Japan's Taka Michinoku.
Yeah.
Yep. See, I said his name right. Nice DDT there from Taka. Oh, doing well, sir. Thanks for asking. Sun shining. It was a nice day.
Yeah.
Holding over my little bout of COVID. Wish I could say the same for everyone in the house, but we're all getting there. Hang on. Snapdragon from Kenny Omega. That's what we talked about. You do not want to give up back control to Kenny Omega. His most potent weaponry starts in that position. Off the ropes he's set. Nice Hurricane Rana. Roll up into the cover there by Taka, but it only nets him a 1 count. Both athletes miss kicks. Kenny misses a dive. Taka scores with a snap suplex. Back to that high angle Boston Crab. Call it the Lion Tamer if you will. Shades of WCW Chris Jericho. And back to legs goes Taka with that dragon screw. Hang on. Ripcord V-trigger from Kenny Omega. Oh, and then a second V. Oh, just V-triggers in bunches and into the pin. 2 and Taka able to kick out. Out goes Taka after the suplex. Kenny Omega following him out there, knowing full well no disqualification, no count out outside the GWA ring. Anything goes. As you see Taka whipped into the guardrail there as Kenny Omega catches his breath. Nice snap suplex by Taka. Sends Kenny into the guardrail. Oh. The rolling hills of Kenny Omega, and now he goes Kreutz Wrath.
1, 2.
Almost puts Taka away, but he's able to escape a 2.9 buzzsaw kick to the side of the jaw of Omega. 1, 2. Kenny kicks out as we pass the 10-minute mark in this championship contest. New Japan Junior title on the line. Champion Omega with the advantage currently. Mistiming something off the ropes there is Kenny. Able to maintain control though. Double underhook pile driver from the New Japan Junior champ. Look at the resilience of Taka though. Back and forth these gentlemen go. High enziguri from Kenny Omega. Settling that strike battle for the moment. Trying to set Taka up here. Taka trying to fight his way free. Nice enziguri from Omega. Taka fights his way back up to his feet. Buzzsaw kick once again. Into the cover goes Taka. 2. Omega out at 2. Another buzzsaw kick from Taka Michinoku. Too close to the ropes that time. Super kick from the champ. 2, 3. Got him. Kenny Omega retains. Withstanding the kicks from Taka Michinoku and dimming the lights on Taka with a kick of his own. The best bout machine, Kenny Omega, picking up the deuce and retaining the New Japan Junior crown. All right, I'll take it. It just means we got to bring in more people for Kenny to fight. And if he's going to bring, matches in the 90s, sounds good, buddy. Sounds good. Title defense. All right. Save after that. Our second Wayward Championship contest about to be decided here. As Shuji Ishikawa, who is technically on our roster, but only as long as they're DDT champion, is putting that title on the line against Harashima in from DDT itself. So let's hope that Harashima can return the title to DDT and we can part ways with Shuji Ishikawa. Nothing against them, but it was a very conditional contract. We're just trying to right the wrongs in the wrestling landscape, at least as singles titles are concerned, as the DDT Championship is about to be up for grabs. Let me get myself off screen. Ah, yes, Rocco. In June, they're doing a pay-per-view. So it's likely to be AEW versus New Japan in most of the matches. There might be like a couple New Japan, and AEW matches just to like show off a little bit or like, further some storylines. But it's probably going to be a lot of tags and a few singles that's just going to pit New Japan talent against AEW talent. Purely for the spectacle and, the work rate and the good times. Speaking of Harashima in the long black, silver, and blue gear, looking to have a good time here against DDT champion Shuji Ishikawa in the black and red trunks. Ishikawa definitely more of a power wrestler based on versus the agility and speed of a Harashima. Both 20-year vets, 20-year plus vets, I would say, for the wrestling game here. Nice block there from Shuji in the early going. I'm sure these two have tangled before in the DDT ring. Happy to bring it to you here on a GWA show as well. Love showcasing our championship partners. In this case, DDT champion Shuji Ishikawa. Now sending challenger Harashima to the floor. Bit of cat and mouse being played here. Harashima unable to capitalize. Harashima, I should try to be very particular about pronouncing. Oh dear, Black Tiger Bomb just like that, and Harashima out at 2. He's not looking so well for the challenger. To this point, winning that strike battle should help. Provided, of course, he can follow up. Shuji right back on the attack, though. Confidence oozing out of the champion. Almost machismo, one would say. Another Black Tiger Bomb at the 5-minute mark. And once again, Harashima has to dig down deep to kick out at 2. Sent to the floor now by Shuji Ishikawa. DDT champion casually walking to the center of the ring to catch his breath. Firmly in command of this one. Anyway, Rocco, are you familiar with any New Japan talent that you're actually looking forward to? Any dream matches in mind, or? Surely this is something I'm sure they probably would have done ages ago had the pandemic not been what it was. But it's nice to see it finally happening this summer. Chicago will be a real good hotspot for it. There'll be a real good crowd. So, looking forward to it. Ring of Honor used to partner with New Japan in years past. Snap suplex into the turnbuckle from Ishikawa to Harashima. Shuji Ishikawa looking to defend the DDT title and keep himself here in the GWA with the biggest spotlight in the wrestling world on him each and every month. Nice cradle attempt there, but too close to the ropes. Now it's Harashima's turn to catch his breath in the center of the ring. Falling clothesline from DDT champion Ishikawa. Able to fend off challenger Harashima there as well. Snap suplex again, center of the ring. We're their way toward the 10-minute mark. Champion hasn't looked in too much jeopardy in the first 10 minutes of this contest, if I may say. It's been mostly Shuji Ishikawa on offense. Ah, it'll be your first experience with the New Japan roster. Well, then, you're in for a treat. Smart basic offense out of Hiroshima here. Cross arm breaker. Tried and drew submission hold. Nicely done. Falcon arrow into the cover. Hooks the leg, but only gets a 2. Shuji immediately back. Oh, gets countered. Was thinking Black Tiger Bomb. Gets countered with a DDT. Kicking out at 2 again is the champion. Hiroshima was going for it all there. But Shuji, his turn to counter. Oh, Poison Rana from Hiroshima going up top. What a kick to the back of the head. Hiroshima, another counter, looking to capitalize here. Misses widely with the Enziguri. Able to send Shuji off the ropes. Diving knee strike to the temple. Cracks his back for him. What a move there from Hiroshima, but he elects not to go for the cover. Oh, big boot by Shuji off the ropes. Trying to take this thing back over. Snap suplex from the champ. Trying to stop the offensive onslaught from the challenger. Big boot by Hiroshima, though. Back and forth these two go. Shuji trying to take this fight to the center of the ring and away from the ropes. Big headbutt from the champ. Spikes Hiroshima once again with a DDT. Eager to catch his breath. Another snap suplex by Shuji Ishikawa. Looking to defend the DDT crown. Hiroshima trying to take the belt back to his home promotion. Buzzsaw kick to the side of the jaw. But once again, Hiroshima doesn't go for the pin. Hang on. Gut check time for Shuji Ishikawa. Into the Black Tiger Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Ishikawa retains. What a fight put up from Hiroshima there. All for naught as Shuji Ishikawa once again retains the DDT title. What a tear he's on. That's the third person we brought in. All right, fine. Put on a 5-star match. See if I care. Third person we brought in. We'll keep doing it. We'll keep cycling through until somebody takes this title off him. Nothing wrong with that. Crucifix bomb, they call it. It looks like a few people left because it was like 5-8, 7-10, and now it's 5-8, 5-6-7. I don't know why people would be leaving before the shows. Like, it's a 96, 97, 100 show. I don't know, like, are they leaving to, like, go tell other people to come back for the other half of the card? Because things are popping off in here. Speaking of, first tag team contest of the night. Kairi Sane and Keith Lee of the Squared Circle K taking on Luna Vachon and Bison Smith, the Black Moon Fight Club. The Black Moon Fight Club now under the leadership of Sting, following the sudden retirement of The Undertaker last month, or a couple months ago. Had to keep that stable rolling, so we hired Sting to take over. See how his troops fare against Kairi Sane and Keith Lee. Right about now. Get out of the way. Kairi Sane and Luna Vachon starting things off. Both ladies clad almost exclusively in black. Kairi Sane with the red trim. Luna Vachon with the white trim. So Luna Vachon with the lighter hair color. Both ladies sporting some face paint. Battle. Paint or whatever you want. War paint? Sure. War paint, if you want to call it that. Battle paint. Battle doodles. They both got their battle doodles on. Yeah. Kairi Sane, former GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. Luna Vachon has had a couple of title shots at both the GWA and Legends Junior title. Hasn't tasted gold yet in her GWA tenure. Fresh tags on either side, and now we're seeing Keith Lee and Bison Smith. Once again, both gentlemen in similar attire. Keith Lee and Bison Smith both in predominantly black shorts, but you'll notice that Bison Smith is wearing the white boots and has white tape wrapping up his hands, whereas Keith Lee is more predominantly attired in black. Two men slugging it out. Two meaty men slapping meat for the enjoyment of all.
Give up.
Smith trying to slow things down with the Boston Crab. Nothing doing as Keith Lee limitlessly powers out.
Give up.
Once again trying to steal the oxygen from the big man is Bison Smith. Proving himself, at least in the early going, to be the wilier of the two competitors. Sound psychological strategy from Bison Smith, trying to take the cardiovascular conditioning of Keith Lee out of the equation. We passed the 5-minute mark in this tag team match, and Kairi Sane wants to get her some of Bison Smith. More than happy to oblige. Bison Smith, though, thinking twice now, tagging out to Luna Vachon, but not before giving Kairi Smith something to remember him by. Luna lured back into the corner of the squared circle K here. Forearm strike. Nice low drop kick from Kairi Sane. A formidable competitor. Really came into her own in the past couple of years in the Trios Tournament of Terror. Jumping bomb out of Luna Vachon, but unfortunately for her, Kairi Sane able to grab that bottom rope. Now raking her eyes across the top one is Luna Vachon. Classic heel maneuver. From the third, I think. Oh, at least second, the very least second generation competitor in Luna Vachon. Impressive power on display there from the junior heavyweight, taking over Keith Lee. Nicely done now from Luna. Trying to keep the big man off his game. I would suggest trying to ground him and keep him on the canvas. Whoa, able to dodge that wild spitting punch there from Keith Lee as Luna. All the way back to the corner goes Luna and able to tag Keith Lee in. Sammy versus Scorpio Sky is a flat storyline. Yeah, you're not wrong. I would hope that it's run its course by now. Except I want Scorpio Sky to get the title back because, yeah. Heel Sammy and heel Ty Conti. It's weird that Sammy's already a 3-time champ, to be honest. And it's also weird that Scorpio Sky won it in such a big deal and they took it away from him right away. I don't know. Maybe Ethan Page will get it in the ladder match for some reason. It's weird. It's turned into this weird double turn feud. So if they can sort of push it in more directions, like if Dan Lambert, like his legitimate gripes get more legitimate, you know what I mean? Like, let's knock off the nonsense and just concentrate on the awesome wrestling. Kind of interesting tweener roll. As you see on the outside there, Bison Smith able to score with the Bicentennial, his version of the Styles Clash to Keith Lee. Oh, Luna Vachon missing with a diving headbutt meanwhile. Keith Lee tagging into Kairi Sane. Bison Smith is going to be able to tag out to Luna. Kairi Sane and Luna Vachon, your legal fighters. Nice double team maneuver there out of the Black Moon Fight Club. Luna Vachon immediately into the submission maneuver. And Kairi Sane fights her way free. Storyline flat, you know, very likely to be like some very athletic, interesting matches, but you're not wrong with the whole storyline behind it. Little long in the tooth. Don't really want to see it. I don't really care who you're dating. Just don't flaunt it. Like, I don't care. Wouldn't have cared if I were a teenager. Don't care now that I'm a very old man. Like, they're just acting like, and I mean Sammy and Ty Conti now, are acting like the 9th grade couple that's like the prettiest or most popular or some combination thereof, and they're just like, everyone just resents them for existing, and they rub it in people's faces, and you know, and it comes so naturally. Like, he's such a natural heel Like, Ty Conti can go either way, but Sammy Guevara as a babyface, I was never behind. Just like, he's got such a slappable face. Like, how do you not just want to like, oh, I just want to punch that jerk. Anyway, I'm happy they're leaning into that though. If they're looks like they're going full face with it, or full heel with it. Good gracious, the action hot and heavy. I saw Bicentennial and a Big Bang Catastrophe on the floor there. So Bison Smith and Keith Lee both hitting their finishes. Kairi Sane, perhaps the smartest of the four athletes in this matchup, just waiting for the legal fighter to return to the ring so she can get back to work. We should settle down here into a proper singles contest. Bison Smith and Kairi Sane, your legal competitors. Head scissor takeover by Sane. Fortunately planting Bison Smith in the position to tag, but Sane makes one of her own. Big powerbomb to Keith Lee, but all for naught. Keith Lee and Luna Vachon now legal. Mongolian chop from the Limitless One. And Luna Vachon trying to take over offensively. Keith Lee not standing for it. Big belly-to-belly throwing Luna into the center of the ring. Able to power her way to her feet first. See what she can do with it. Swinging neckbreaker, apparently stolen from the moveset of Luna Vachon herself. Luna Vachon finding the time and space to make a quick tag, and in comes Bison Smith. Yeah, the Jungle Boy O'Reilly thing, it wasn't a shock that he won, but the way that he won was, speaking of flat, I mean, it's a diving knee drop to the midsection off the top rope, sure. So technically, yeah, I can understand that being a painful hit. But in terms of the match they were putting on, just kind of came out of nowhere. Bicentennial into the cover, and Kairi Sane has to save the matchup for her squad. Or it would have been lights out for Keith Lee there. Yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. Like, Dynamite's never perfect. I mean, well, sometimes it's near to it. But this was a little farther away, I think, this week than others. Insane elbow from Kairi. And it's Luna Vachon's turn to save the matchup for her squad. Like, I'm not upset with Kyle O'Reilly winning. It's just the manner in which it happened was a little weird. Just kind of out of nowhere. Like, Kyle O'Reilly, not really known for going to the top rope. I don't immediately even associate him with any offense off the top. And then just knee to the back. Roll over pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, misses the diving insane elbow. Does Kairi Sane, but undaunted. The Pirate Princess makes a quick tag to Keith Lee. He sends Luna to the floor. He's going to follow her out. He's looking to dive, but Bison Smith cuts him off. Runs him over with a clothesline. Meanwhile, Kairi Sane has isolated Luna on the floor. Oh, action spilling back into the ring now. Little Vachon back on Keith Lee. Into the cover after the DDT. 2. Keith Lee escapes it too. As we approach 25 minutes in this contest, Luna Vachon thrown bodily into the corner by Limitless Keith Lee. In comes Bison Smith. Now we're going power for power. Bison Smith for the Black Moon Fight Club. Keith Lee for the Squared Circle K. Double powerbomb to Bison Smith. Into the Croston Crab from Kairi Sane, and that will do it. Positioning herself between Bison Smith and the ropes, the incredibly painful Croston Crab. Just imagine it, folks. Apply a normal Boston Crab, but first cross the legs of your opponent. Just imagine how much that would tear at your insides. And it proves the difference for Kairi Sane and Keith Lee, knocking off Luna Vachon and Bison Smith. All right, so according to audience satisfaction, it didn't really hit the heights of the matches that preceded it, but you kind of need a bring down match every once in a while. You don't want people to like peak early and be pooped by the time the main event rolls around. So this isn't necessarily a bathroom break match. I wouldn't call it on that level, but it's certainly it's a lower stakes match, let's say, but solid contest. You're not going to hate yourself for missing it, but you're going to be happy. You're not going to hate yourself for watching it either. All right, now this would be the one that would actually lead into if I were booking this as a real show. After this match would be like an actual intermission. And leading into that intermission, we have another title on the line as Jushin Thunder Liger is going to put the Legends Junior Championship on the line against FMW legend Hayabusa. And I recently found out wait a minute, it looks like more people left. More people left. I don't understand that. I recently found out that Hayabusa debuted his Hayabusa gimmick in Japan in the 1994 Super J-Cup. I had no idea. Like, he had gone off to excursion to Mexico and been Hayabusa wrestling in Mexican promotions, but his return to Japan wasn't for his home promotion FMW. It was representing FMW in the 94 Super J-Cup. I just thought that was fascinating. And he was immediately over and immediately a big deal. So, probably the right move. Okay, let's see if he can make the right moves against Jushin Thunder Liger and win the Legends Junior title. Pa-pa! Skadoo! Oh yeah, Hook versus Danhausen is going to be ridiculous. The House of Black stuff is kind of fun, but do we know who they're like looking to pick a fight with yet? Or is it just vaguely talking about people, you know, or just vaguely outlining whatever their sort of dogma is, you know what I mean? Like, have they concretely said, and now I challenge X, Y, or Z to a contest? Because I'd be happier if it was more sped in that direction, to be honest. Like, I don't mind it, but at the same time, all right, that's fine, but let's tie it into something that I gotta see in the ring this week or next, you know? But yeah, they're having real fun being real spooky in the House of Black. Speaking of black, Hayabusa attired in the black and gold in this one. Taking on Jushin Thunder Liger himself in his classic red, black, and white bodysuit. Roseman, as we said, participating in that Super J-Cup 94, I believe. This was the first round matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Up top goes Hayabusa. 450 splash with the greatest of ease. Quick 2 count. From the high-flying assassin Hayabusa. Taking to the skies against Jushin Thunder Liger. A pair of Japanese junior legends in the ring. Competing for the Legends Junior title. Another quick 450, another quick kick out, this time because of the ropes. Yeah, I've seen Danhausen wrestle, going back to the upcoming Hook versus Danhausen match. I have seen him wrestle. Oh, Falcon Arrow here from Hayabusa, hooks the leg deep, hang on! 2 count only, says referee, missed a Bigfoot. Straight back to it goes Hayabusa. Both men looking to make short work of the other here. I've seen him wrestle, like Dan has, I've seen him wrestle in tags, so I haven't seen like a singles contest. I haven't sought it out either, because I want to be surprised. I didn't seek out the tag match I saw, man. It just happened to be on an indie show I was watching. But, as I keep saying to Juice, I think Danhausen should call out everybody. I think that's great. I want to see him in the ring with everybody, no problem. I also think he should never win. He should just, I don't mean fail spectacularly, but whatever he tries should never work. I feel like he could pull that off perfectly. Like, I want him to be, and this might be a little too in the know, I want him to be AEW's Stalker Ishikawa. Stalker Ishikawa was a Dragon Gate wrestler. I think he goes all the way back to the Toriumon days. But he was a junior wrestler that essentially His whole gimmick was that he was this spooky demon guy, but he was awful. Like, he never won anything, and there was no reason to fear him. Basically like a lower up to mid-card comedy guy. But hugely over, never won a thing. Another Falcon Arrow there from Hayabusa, taking over on Jushin Liger here. As we approach the 10-minute mark, challenger looking fantastic against the champion here to open things up. Up goes Liger now. Doesn't have time to execute anything. Off the top rope there, but he hits a nice tombstone. Off the ropes with the elbow. Hayabusa back with the roll through. Classic front neck lock from Hayabusa. Signature offense. Into the jumping bomb. Almost putting Liger away. We almost had a new Legends Junior champ. Falcon Arrow center of the ring once again from Hayabusa. Got him. We do have a new Legends Junior champion as Hayabusa of the House of Misery has beaten Jushin Thunder Liger. Well, all right. I don't think this is gonna get that high. Yeah, that was pretty one-sided. Hayabusa kind of kicked that guy's butt. Interesting. Crowd kind of dug it, but mostly were like, wow, I was expecting more fight out of Liger, and I don't disagree. So was I. Boom! New Legends Junior champion. So our secondary junior championship belt changed hands, and that would have sent us to intermission. Looks like we started like 1, 2, 3, doing great, and then a bit of a drop, and then a significant drop. But now we're coming back from break. Everyone's had their soda. They got their snacks or whatever. They've hit the head, so to speak. They've gone to the bathroom. Everyone's ready. And we're coming back with another tag team match. Bret Hart is going to team up with Kenta Kobashi to face Jon Moxley and Mitsuharu Misawa. Let's get down to the ring. What more need I say? Bret and Kobashi against Moxley and Misawa. As always, the referee on record, gonna be Mr. Bigfoot when we fade in, and there he is, ringing the ding-dong bell. And we are underway with Jon Moxley in the black and gold shorts. In there with Bret Hart in his traditional pink and black attack. Moxley will be looking to shift that paradigm. Bret Hart will be relying on the sharpshooter. I just reminded myself I did not tweak Bret Hart's edit yet to make it so that he goes for the sharpshooter more often. I think I've only seen him do it like twice in all of the matches he's had in GWA so far. Quick tags on either side, and the forever rivalry is renewed once again. Mitsuharu Misawa in the green, Kenta Kobashi in the black and purple. Fighting forever. Rivals in All Japan. Rivals in Pro Wrestling Noah after they left All Japan to form the promotion. Rivals eternally. Both men former GWA World Heavyweight Champions. In fact, one beat the other for the belt. Misawa besting Kenta Kobashi for his championship reign. Misawa eventually beaten by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Perhaps an influence for a young Jon Moxley, and certainly a rival for Bret Hart in the prime of Bret's career. Crazy to me that Bret Hart essentially went to WCW, prime of his career, and they did virtually nothing with him for about 3.5 years until the company disappeared. Well, no, until Goldberg injured him and he was forced to retire, and then the company disappeared.
5 minutes gone.
I'll never get over that. How do you get the biggest, like arguably, other than the key, like foundational NWO members, the largest acquisition, and I know why they barely did anything with him, and his name starts with Hulk and ends with Hogan, but it's just baffling to me. Back body drop from the Hitman, looking for that sharpshooter. Moxley kicks him off. Good coaching there from Misawa. Making sure Moxley is always on the lookout for that submission attempt. The association between Misawa and Moxley designed to sort of not dull the rough edges of a Jon Moxley per se, but sort of fine-tune his violence so he can best capitalize on his skill set and hopefully earn himself his way into title contention here in the GWA. Bret Hart looking to get back on the top of the mountain in contention himself. Last time he was #1 contender was the finals for the GWA Championship tournament in the wake of Stone Cold Steve Austin's sudden retirement. That's how Austin lost the belt. Finals came down to Bret Hart and CM Punk. And CM Punk was crowned your champion. Another associate of Mitsuharu Misawa, as it would happen. So a lot going on in the history of the promotion, as represented in this tag match, and you can see the handoff Emerald Frosian between Misawa and Moxley, and Kobashi did not like it one bit. Chops to the neck and a quick tag to the Hitman. Moxley trying to establish himself here as we pass the 10-minute mark in this tag team contest. Quick clothesline. And up comes Bret once again. Moxley now able to tag out Misawa, Bret Hart, mano a mano. I believe these two faced each other in All Japan Pro Wrestling when Mitsuharu Misawa was Tiger Mask 2. So way back in the day when Mitsuharu Misawa was a junior heavyweight in the All Japan Pro Wrestling promotion. This would have been the mid-'80s, mid to late. Around that time, WWF would do shows or send characters over, send wrestlers over. There was a bit of a talent exchange with All Japan. They were a lot friendlier to international promotions in those days was the WWF, because they didn't think any of the footage would ever see the light of day on this side of the ocean. And so you would get stuff like a young Bret Hart versus a Misawa under the mask, under the Tiger Mask, as it were. As this thing is breaking down into two singles contests, Bret and Misawa on the outside of the ring, Kobashi wailing away on Moxley inside the ring. Into the corner goes Mox, getting set up by Kobashi, who's got Burning Hammer on his mind, dropping Moxley on top of his head. Moxley goes low, only thing he can do. Meanwhile, outside the ring, Bret and Misawa going counter for counter. Mox trying to get back into this thing after that vicious Burning Hammer, and now he just got dropped with a brainbuster, but he rolled through. The fighting spirit of Jon Moxley on display. But Kenta Kobashi is more than used to it. Trying to weather the storm here and continue his onslaught. Paradigm shift to Bret out of nowhere. Moxley can't capitalize.
1, 2.
Also, he's not legal as it boils back down to Kobashi and Misawa. Misawa with a stiff shot to the back of the head of Kobashi. Now he's about to tag up, and in comes Moxley. Assisted Emerald Frosian on the way out the door. Off the ropes comes Mox. Kobashi calmly steps out of the way and tags in Bret Hart. Don't forget, Bret Hart recently suffered that paradigm shift from Moxley, and now the two are both legal in the contest. Hard to say if Bret's fully conscious at the moment. Could be wrestling on instinct. Few have better instincts than Bret Hart, though. As you see Moxley going back to the DDT, concentrating on the head and neck. Butterfly suplex that time. Just trying to space Bret Hart to the other side of the ring. Bret Hart with a nice crossbody pin attempt, but Misawa there to kick him over. Keep this match rolling. Bret Hart with a drop kick there, settling that strike battle for the moment. Fresh tags on either side. Kobashi and Misawa once again. Oh, God, burning chop across the throat. Half and half suplex sending Misawa into the turnbuckle. Burning hammer. Top of the head. Into the cover goes Kobashi. 1, 2, 3. That is it. What a sequence from Kobashi. Knocking Misawa out. Moxley, too little, too late. Could not save his partner. Yowza. An abrupt and decisive victory for Kenta Kobashi and Bret Hart. All right. No problem there. No problem there. Kobashi pinning Misawa center of the ring as well. Yowza. How'd we do satisfaction-wise? Not too great. I mean, it's over 80. That's all we need. That's a thumbs up. Anything beyond that, I don't know if it necessarily like counts for extra. Maybe like in small percentages in terms of like the back end of things. Like maybe you get a few extra fans or blah, 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 blah. But as long as it's over 80, the crowd loved it. So that's all we're worried about. Okay. And now it's a straight shot of 4 title matches for the end of the show. And let me just take a look at our... It's 8:30, so that's probably going to be done at 9. So we're going to try again quickly to get a best of 5 promo battle going. We're going to 3-strike WWE because we try to butter them up by sending them a bunch of people. And then we'll... if they say no, we'll just keep trying until we get somebody. I'm spoiling for a fight. All right. Speaking of spoiling for a fight, the Irish last kicker, Becky Lynch, the GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. I don't think she's gone by Irish last kicker in years. Anyway, one of her former nicknames. Up against the convict, Bill Bullock, in singles activity since his tag team partner, the other half of the Yard Dogs, Dave Mastiff, no longer employed by the GWA, so Bill Bullock striking out on his own, getting a GWA Junior Heavyweight title shot. It is Disarmor versus Stomach Claw. Low-key women's street fight next week. Oh, that Tashida and Serena Deeb, right? Yeah. That rivalry could go forever for as far as I'm concerned. They keep putting on good matches, so I'm fine with that. Go Shida, but go both of them. A convict, Bill Bullock, as we said, formerly one half of the Yard Dogs, a fairly successful tag team here in the GWA. He himself, the OG GWA roster member, here from the foundation of the company, celebrating almost 9 years with us now, has yet to achieve singles championship gold in his GWA career, but has the opportunity of a lifetime tonight against the junior champion, Becky Lynch. Yeah, that should be wild. It's a good energy in that promotion, I find. Like, even if the delivery isn't, it's hit or miss like anything else is, because nothing can ever be perfect, like we said earlier. But just the energy and like, oh gosh, it's this. Like every time Tony comes out to make an announcement, he's got like, oh boy, little kid energy, and it's so fun to see. Like, oh, thanks for coming over. Oh, I got this thing that you guys are gonna love. It's this! And then it's something great. Counter here from Bullock, who, as we said, will be looking to apply the stomach claw, the most dangerous submission move in all of professional wrestling from the years 1982 to 1983 inclusive as well. Or should he opt to go for a pin? He has that prison plex he can put people away with. Becky Lynch, of course, her signature submission hold, the Disarmor. She uses to put her opponents away. And the manhandle slam she's been using. Yeah, for sure. Like, he's running his own fantasy fed. It's ridiculous. Okay, Rocco, let me just ask this question in general. Do you need every match on a weekly show to have a quote-unquote storyline reason for happening? Like, oh, they're feuding with X, so they must, wrestle doot to doot to doot because they're associated with them, or they have to wrestle X, 3 weeks in a row, blah, 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 blah. Or is it enough that week to week you get like a couple of matches that might be storyline based, and then just some matches that, hey, these guys are on the roster, obviously they're professional fighters, and they are booked to work against each other, so that's why we're having this match. Like, do you need a quote-unquote reason for a match to happen? Or is it okay if a match is just announced and holy crap, we're gonna get this match type of thing? I hope I asked that okay. Do you know what I mean? Because I see a lot of complaints online where one of the major drawbacks of AEW is that the matches don't happen. Like, there's no quote-unquote reason for the matches to happen. Much like I think there's no reason that Becky Lynch should be able to survive such a stomach claw, but she does. Such is the tenacity of your GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. Able to fend off an early stomach claw attempt from Bill Bullock. Oh, clubbing clothesline, taking Becky Lynch down center of the ring. Bullock looking to pour it on here as we approach 10 minutes into this championship contest. Nice snap suplex into the turnbuckle.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, big headbutt combo and back to the stomach claw. Bill Bullock gonna capture his first singles gold here in the GWA. But Becky Lynch able to escape and hit a manhandle slam. 1, 2. Bullock out at 2. Spikes over the Fisherman Buster. Back to the stomach claw. Goes Bill Bullock. It's only a matter of time. But Lynch escapes. Standing Spanish fly from Bullock. Becky Lynch able to kick him away from the stomach claw attempt that time. We've yet to see the disarm her out of the junior champ. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's a great example. That trios match that they had with Dante Martin, Lee Moriarty, and I think Brock Anderson against the Blackpool Fight Club, or Combat Club. Yeah, that was just a match that happened featuring a faction versus 3 young stars. One or more of which they might actually have their eye on to join the Combat Club in the future. Hang on, that is it! Bill Bullock goes back to the stomach claw! And after 8 long years, Bill Bullock has claimed singles gold in the GWA! And we have a new junior champion! Good for him. Not a great match, but we have a new champion crowned. Wowza. A new champion. Okay, hang on one second. That's 2 title matches, or 2 GWA title matches, the Legends Junior and Normal Junior. 2 new champions crowned. So let me go ahead and update this real quick. So that is Becky Lynch's second reign has just come to an end. At the hands of the 15th junior champion. In their first reign as champion, Bill Bullock. Congrats. Finally getting over the hump. Singles gold. And here we go, Jushin Liger. It was his second reign as Legends champion that just came to an end. That's fun. To the now 13th Legends champion, Hayabusa. Okay. Hayabusa. There we go. All right. Going down to the actual card we're running. There we go. 3 more matches to go. Haha. Starting with the GWA Tag Team Championship Gold on the line. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits, your tag team champions, 3-time GWA Tag Team Champions at that. Up against Flamita and Abyss of the Heartbreakers, the stable led by Shawn Michaels. Let's go ahead and save that again. get down to the ring for a tag team title contest. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot, calling for the bell, and we are underway.
Give up.
Montez Ford and Flamita starting things off here. You can see Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins clad in matching white, gold, and black attire. Flamita in the blue combat camouflage gear. I guess he's wants to hide underwater where it's on fire, I guess. And Abyss is in his inmate attire, let's say. This is the psychological evaluation version of Abyss after really getting his character broken down with a long-standing feud with Sting that really dove into the origins of what made him, what fractured Chris Parks and turned him into the monster Abyss. The sort of violent actions involving his family and so on. And the violence perpetrated by his step or half-brother Judas Macias that eventually led him to want to reform, to be less violent in his matches, and led him to the asylum. Listen, I know it sounds silly, but it was a TNA storyline, so of course it's going to be silly. He wasn't necessarily trying to be a pacifist, but he was trying to avoid his more violent urges to use like barbed wire and thumbtacks and stuff. Say this about Abyss, he's always taken care to make sure that his character was doing something, sort of transforming itself.
5 minutes gone.
Whether it's just a change in look, slight changes in attitude. When he first debuted, he didn't even talk, so... I mean, there's always Kane parallels. But I feel like overall the Abyss character was handled better. There's no Katie Vick style vignettes anywhere in Abyss's history. Just a few questionable gimmick match types against Sting in particular.
Shot.
Amazing agility from the big man there against Montez Ford. And in comes the monster Abyss. He and Heartbreaker partner Flamita looking to bring the tag team gold to the stable. It was only a few months ago that Shawn Michaels was utterly humiliated, in his own words, as the Heartbreakers lost what gold they had. Shawn Michaels himself at the time was GWA Heavyweight Champion, a belt now in possession of current champion Minoru Suzuki, who you're going to see in your main event later tonight. Shawn Michaels rallying the troops here, somehow securing Abyss and Flamita a title shot. Big black hole slam, and Angelo Dawkins has to break things up, or that would have been it. Powerbomb is the follow-up by Abyss. Just making a meal out of Montez Ford. Ford sends him off the ropes so we can get a tag in. And in comes Angelo Dawkins. Now we have a power versus power matchup. Probably a more favorable one for the tag team champions. If they want to hang in this match long enough to tire Abyss out. In service of defending the tag belts. Big belly to belly into the turnbuckle goes Abyss. The predominantly white-clad gentleman in the mask. And against another large competitor in an Angelo Dawkins. Now set up in the corner by the Monster Abyss. Quick tag out to Flamita at the 10-minute mark. As the Heartbreakers now refreshing the competitors on their side of the equation. Nice shooting star pin attempt by Flamita. Montez Ford having to make the save. Second attempt. Ford had to tag up before he could legally break up that pin attempt. Flamita trying to take advantage, but thankfully for the Profits, Dawkins able to kick out and tag out. Back in comes Montez Ford, the deadliest frog splash in the GWA.
1, 2.
That's true, yeah, he was more of a silent, stalking Michael Myers type. You're not wrong. wish I could consistently remember that I wanted to show me like timestamps and stuff in my chat. Oh well. Ah well. Action spilling out to the floor here. Shock treatment to Angelo Dawkins from Abyss. An Enzigiri and a Gamengiri from Abyss and Flamita there. That's a back brain kick and a kick to the face. At the same time, double underhook into flipped over into a backbreaker, a double knee backbreaker from Flamita. Innovative offense there from the former Dragon Gate Junior champion. Defended the belt proudly here in the GWA for a spell. Off the ropes now. Dawkins with a huge spear, now dragging Abyss into his corner. Smartly done by the champions there, trying to keep the big man on their side of the ring. Unable to do so, though. Smart psychology from the Monster Abyss. Able to tag Flamita into the matchup, and now Flamita and Montez Ford. Boom! The finesse side of both of these tag teams in the matchup right now. Big muscle buster into a face crusher there by Flamita, but Montez Ford flexing, saying he's got plenty left. Like we said, deadliest frog splash in the game. The only thing we have not done to prove it is put him against Eddie Guerrero one-on-one, frog splash v frog splash. In comes Dawkins, big drop kick, and up goes Ford. Oh, Dawkins actually preventing his tag team partner from doing something off the top there. We could have seen that frog splash in question. Flamita able to tag out. There it is. Doesn't do Ford any good because the Monster Abyss was tagged in, but Flamita got to be worse for wear after that impact. Ford tags out to Angelo Dawkins, trying to keep the strength versus strength matchup going. This setting up for something in the corner, didn't have time to pull it off. Big backdrop there, pancake style. Didn't flip him all the way over. Just laid him out with a pancake there, did the Monster Abyss, and now it looks like they're exchanging a bunch of potatoes, if you catch my drift. Abyss has to tag out to Flamita, or elects to tag out to Flamita, depending on your point of view. As we pass the 20-minute mark in this tag team title contest, the Heartbreakers of Flamita and Abyss, the challengers, the Street Profits of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, your GWA tag team champions. As of this speaking, as of me speechifying, Montez Ford tagged in for the championship side here. Looking to isolate Flamita and set him up for that frog splash. Up top he goes. Nails it to the small of the back. Into the cover goes Montez. 1, 2, and 3. Deadliest frog splash in the game. And the Street Profits retain. All right. To the surprise of very few. Ford. Point. Ending. I'll take it. 91%. Good stuff. Yeah, let's build toward the main events if we can. Kaboom! Title defense. Frog splash. Pinfall. That's how most of their victories go. All right, we got 2 more matches coming your way, and then we're going to try to pick a fight with the WWE. First up, for the Hall of Fame Championship, champion Bobby Lashley won the belt from Heartbreaker member Scott Hall. Getting revenge for the bad guy is the leader of the Heartbreakers himself, good old HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, against the almighty Bobby Lashley. Hoya! Mr. Bigfoot about to ring the bell, and we are underway. Shawn Michaels in the zebra print long trunks, Bobby Lashley in the black and gold attire. Both look to be wearing similar boots. Shawn Michaels, your challenger. Bobby Lashley, your Hall of Fame champion, coming off a scintillating and too close for comfort defense, is Bobby Lashley of the Hall of Fame Championship against New Japan Pro Wrestling's Bad Luck Fale, a rather large Samoan gentleman. Could be Maori. Certainly a quote-unquote islander of some regard. The underboss, Bad Luck Fale, powerhouse out of New Japan. Bobby Lashley surviving the challenge and retaining the Hall of Fame Championship belt in what would be a clean sweep of New Japan by the GWA, winning 5 singles matches to 0 at our last promotional battle. And like we said, we're going to pick a fight with the WWE, fingers crossed, for our second card of the night here. We're going to give them 3 strikes, 3 chances to turn us down, but we've tried buttering them up by literally sending them half our roster. We sent 21 people to the WWE this month. I didn't even look to see if they were like healthy or not. I just sent everybody that they would accept. So we have flooded their roster with our talent in the month leading up to what hopefully is a promotional war against them. We'll see what happens. For all we know, we've just won all of their, I don't know. Fingers crossed they've just foolishly put all of their belts on the line against my talent and I've just won them all. But we'll see. I'm trying to coerce them into a fight, whether that's friendly or aggressively remains to be seen. Just like it remains to be seen how Shawn Michaels will fare against the much more powerful and explosive Bobby Lashley. You can never discount the heart, determination, and will to win of the Heartbreak Kid. Famous for a number of marathon matches, or Iron Man matches, if you will, against Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, John Cena. Probably the most Iron Man matches in the history of the WWE. The only one that would come close would be, well, The Rock had one with Triple H, so there's one each. And Angle might have had one with Brock Lesnar, so he also had one with HBK, so he probably has the second most.
1, 2.
Powerbomb counter by Lashley. Val Venus had just a big splash off the top. It wasn't a frog splash per se. It was just a big body splash that he called the money shot, like the Superfly, like Jimmy Snuka, where he just jumps off and just puts all 4 limbs out essentially and just splats on you. That was more the Val Venus thing. Yeah, and then he retired from wrestling and became a wackadoodle. Did Val Venus? He went ka-banana bonkers. Off the ropes comes Lashley. Huge spear. But Michaels right back to his feet. Gets countered though. 1, 2. Another 2 count there for Lashley. Perhaps playing with his food here. Big dominated from the champion and into the cover. 1, 2. Once again, perhaps zebra print was not the right attire to wear when you're in there with a predator like Bobby Lashley.
10 minutes gone.
As we pass the 10-minute mark here, Shawn Michaels able to drag Lashley to the center of the ring and get a 2 count of his own. So let us not count out HBK yet. As he slows down the pace of the matchup, center of the ring against the almighty one, Bobby Lashley. We're going to claim the Hall of Fame Championship as Shawn Michaels and bring some gold back to his Heartbreaker stable. Is the former GWA World Champion.
1, 2.
2 count once again on Lashley. Michaels setting him up in the corner now. Oh, gets stopped and dropped. He shut him down and Lashley's looking to open up shop. After that downward spiral / complete shot, whatever you want to call it. Sweet chin music from HBK and into the cover. 1, 2. No, Bobby Lashley kicked out.
RVD had the 5-star. Used to get a lot of height on that one. That was a good frog splash. And then Eddie and Chavo had one. Ray uses one and points to the heavens every time. Sasha Banks will do it and point to the heavens. Everyone that ever met Eddie Guerrero or saw him wrestle will do the frog splash and point to the heavens. Like Christian does it too for some reason. I mean, maybe not with the point, but he certainly frog splashes on the reg. Which is kind of fun because Eddie Guerrero himself started doing the frog splash as his finisher because it was the finishing maneuver of his tag team partner, Art Barr. And Art Barr passed away in Mexico. So Eddie started doing the frog splash as a tribute to him. And now that Eddie is long gone, so many people do it as a tribute to Eddie. Sweet Chin music by Shawn Michaels buying himself some more time here against Hall of Fame champion Bobby Lashley, and we reset at the 15-minute mark. Nice go behind by Lashley, looking for that hurt lock perhaps. Hang on, victory roll by Michaels. 2, 3. Shawn Michaels with the victory roll, and it spells victory as the leader of the Heartbreakers is the new Hall of Fame champion. Nicely done, Shawn. Luring Bobby Lashley back into the center of the ring and springing his trap. New Hall of Fame champion. Nicely done, bud. Well wrestled. I tip my cap. That was well done. All right, now let me scroll up here and adjust the title holder portion of mine. Scroll. Bobby Lashley. All right, so the Hall of Fame championship back in the possession. This is Shawn Michaels' second reign as Hall of Fame champion, by the way. He was the competitor that lost the belt to The Undertaker that began Undertaker's historic reign for the Hall of Fame championship belt, the reign that established the Hall of Fame championship as the number 2 belt in the GWA. Now, the 14th champion in his second reign, Shawn Michaels. Okay. In your semi-main event. Coming up in the main event, new champion crown. We have the GWA Gold on the line. Champion Minoru Suzuki. People keep leaving. I don't understand it. Now we're at 58,283. We started at 58,710. 500 people have left, or like 400 people have left. I don't know why. Main event time. Minoru Suzuki, GWA champion, goading Kazuchika Okada into a fight. Okada more than happy to accept. Could this be Okada's last chance at the GWA Gold? Let's go down to the ring. Let's get down to the ring. Yeah, this one shakes out. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot, the senior official, as you stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle, calls for the bell, and we are underway in our first main event of the evening. Couldn't be happier to have you with us, strolling down the gnarly wrestling aisle. That's right, the GWA, the only wrestling promotion on the planet that I am aware of with 3 silent letters for its acronym. Minoru Suzuki, in every post-match interview, every time a microphone has been put ahead of him since becoming GWA champion, has made mention of the fact that he is disappointed in Keiji Muto's decision to leave the Squared Circle K stable in the hands of Kazuchika Okada, as Minoru Suzuki considers him to be an inferior wrestler and not worthy of the honor of picking up for the great Keiji Muto. As the action spills early to the floor here. No count out, no disqualification, and that could play exactly into Minoru Suzuki's already dangerous hands. A master of striking, a master of submission grappling, a purveyor of the Gotch-style pile driver. Suzuki has many ways to end your night. As we now see the cravat from Kazuchika Okada. Nice DDT out of the chair from the challenger. Gonna have to see an extra violent side out of the Rainmaker tonight if he hopes to capture his first GWA championship. He has, of course, in his back pocket that most potent of finishers, his namesake, the Rainmaker, that ripcord clothesline from Kazuchika Okada. And if you've never seen Kazuchika Okada in real life, as he is one of the predominant stars of New Japan Pro Wrestling, the video game version pales in comparison. Hang on, Gotch pile driver from Suzuki at the 5-minute mark. 1, 2, and Okada. Strong kick out at 2 there. Suzuki slowing things down right away with that arm bar. Trying to make short work of the Rainmaker here. Suzuki trying to prove himself correct. Teaching Okada a lesson and showing him his place in the pecking order at the same time. Okada trying to prove Suzuki wrong to show that he is a worthy successor to Keiji Muto and finally sit atop the mountain as GWA World Champion. Okada has had perhaps 4, maybe 5 opportunities to claim the gold and has yet to win the big one. Is tonight the Rainmaker's night? It has yet to be determined. Nice fireman's carry into the suplex there from Okada. As I was starting to say, if you've never seen the real-life counterpart of Okada, Rainmaker! Rainmaker into the cover. 1, 2! But Suzuki's able to escape. The video game version is but a pale facsimile of the excitement usually brought forth by Okada in his matches. Another huge pile driver by Suzuki. Neither man wary of using their finishers. And Okada again out at 2. Okada back to the back position. Hang on. Nice diving elbow to the small of the back of Suzuki. Trying to seize up the torso of the murder grandpa, Minoru Suzuki. Back to the armbar, but you can see Okada's legs under the bottom rope. That's going to break that hold right away. Back to another Gotch-style pile driver. Suzuki not playing around tonight. 2 and no again. Okada able to kick out at the 10-minute mark. 3 pile drivers, though, have been suffered by the Rainmaker, and 2 Rainmakers for Suzuki. On the floor that time, though, unable to make it legal pin attempt is Okada. The only place for a 3 count or a tap out to be registered is the center of the ring. Okada and Suzuki both know that all too well. As the challenger Okada trying to wear down the champion with another Rainmaker. 3 Rainmakers, 3 Gotch-style pile drivers were all knotted up in the finisher count between these 2. Okada just pulled ahead 4-3. Another vicious Rainmaker clothesline to Suzuki, and Okada's finally ready to roll back into the ring. Rear naked choke, but Suzuki can't hold on. Armbar, but Suzuki can't hold on. Neckbreaker across the knee of the GWA champion. Rolling German, looking for another Rainmaker there, but Suzuki able to counter. Into the tombstone. Pulls him to his feet. Once again setting up for the Rainmaker. Suzuki again able to block it. Okada blocks Suzuki's attempt at a follow-up. Off the ropes he's sent. Back into the sleeper. Goes Minoru Suzuki looking to choke out Kazuchika Okada. Okada able to fight his way free. Both men slugging it out. Suzuki looking to catch his breath here. Okada looking to take an advantage. Nice snap suplex. Now he catches his breath. Suzuki right back to the midsection. Okada from behind, can't get it. Into the tombstone though. Oh, you can see Suzuki clutching his neck. Pulled back to his feet by Okada. But again, the Rainmaker thwarted. Not this time, Rainmaker by Okada into the cover. But he's too close to the ropes. That could have been his chance. Trying to position for another, and he nails him. Okada, 1, 2, no! Suzuki kicks out! Stiff shot to the midsection off the ropes. Suzuki was looking to position him for something, but Okada fends him off. Center of the ring! He's gonna choke Suzuki out! We've got a new champion! Kazuchika Okada, center of the ring! Rear naked choke and Suzuki taps out! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. New champion! Good, I was hoping that story would end that way after all the taunting from Suzuki. Whoa, finally! Kazuchika Okada on top of the mountain. Only the 9th champion in our company's history. His first reign. Kazuchika Okada. Okay, that's a good way to end our GWA exclusive show. A boom! New champion crowned. Fit Finlay, he retired briefly to be a backstage agent, and then when the WWE's roster was getting pretty thin in like 2004, 2005-ish, they brought him back on SmackDown for a bit of a spell to work with some of the younger guys. And then after that, he worked backstage, primarily training the women of the WWE for probably another decade-ish. And since then, he was, let go of his backstage sort of producer role. And I don't think he's done anything since. I think he just sort of quietly retired. Anyway, we had people constantly leaving the show. We started again with the audience at 58,710, and by the time the show was over, we only had 58,141. That's unfortunate, but 88% of them enjoyed themselves. Got a new GWA champ, got a new junior champ, got a new junior legends champ, got a new Hall of Fame champ. So 4 singles titles. The 4 major singles titles all changing hands tonight. We pulled it off tonight, but the empty bleachers stood out. We might want to consider a smaller venue. No, we did okay. I think we did A-okay. Okay, we have Dustin Rhodes and Chuck Taylor, the new AEW Tag Team Champions. That's the only belt that changed hands. I bet you they didn't use anybody that I sent to the WWE. Let's check this out. I still made $2 million, so New Japan is a singles tourney. So they're unlikely to accept my offer of a fight, but I'm trying to fight the WWE, so let's see what happens. They found Isla, so Isla Dawn, I believe, in Europe. They found Naomi in America. All right, we can feel the glow, perhaps. Shouldn't we take some time off? Both you and the wrestlers have earned a vacation. No. Kengo from All Japan wants to come in. I am sorry, Kengo Mashimo. We are trying to challenge the WWE to a fight. That's all we're trying to do this month. Okay, so we have new champions crowned. I've updated my text file. Let's check before I do anything else. Well, actually, let's do our normal management. We have our production facilities here. Let's go ahead and do our weekly or our monthly maintenance on them. So before we even step into the ring, it costs us about $500,000 just to exist in this day and age. That's, paying everybody's salaries and such. And speaking of, I have to double check our roster and make sure that everyone is at league minimum $5,000. So hang on one second. Actually, let's check this out. Not terrible. Got rid of like half the masks. Still got a few of these t-shirt left. Blew out all 10,000 towels. Blew out all 10,000 snacks. Blew out the goods as well. So the cheaper stuff went okay. So we're going to leave all this. Maybe we'll do a smaller venue and make some towels, some goods, and some snacks for them. Okay, so let's save that real quick. Let's see, what else do we need to do? That's done. That's good. Oh, I know what we want to do. We want to go here, we want to consult. So Shuji we're not going to worry about, because again, he's just here until he loses that belt. But let's just keep going down the line here. There's bound to be a few. There we go. Britt Baker, for example, is now making over $5,000. Just like she wanted. Or she should want. Emi Sakura. Can I get you there? Oh, there it is. There you go. Who's left? Who's next? You. Whenever I was all beat up. Look like half a dozen Rainmakers in that. Lucky his head didn't pop off. Okay, Sting, you're new, but here's some more money for you. Okay. Where's halfway down here for Sting? Kyle O'Reilly, you're new. There you go. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it in terms of monies. I can also actually check personal advice. Who actually wants a raise? Will Hobbs wants more money. Okay, so now I actually have to do a tiny raise for a Will Hobbs. Hi there. Sure, here you go. Save that real quick. Personal advice. Becky Lynch wants more money. Sure. Try and do this as fast as possible because, like I said, I'm trying to challenge for a fight and still try to keep us at around the 3-hour mark. Personal advice. Ray Phoenix wants more money. I wish you'd just give me a full list, not just one at a time. Baby raise for you. See, once they're over the $5,000 mark, then all the raises for all the like, oh, they kind of want more money sort of things, I give them the tiniest amount. Mike Bailey wants a little bit more moolah. Sure thing, buddy. There you go, Speedball. Enjoy. Now you're making 6. Personal advice. Angelo Dawkins wants a little bit more money. Sure. Angelo Dawkins. There you go. Anybody else? Kairi Sane wants more money. Where are you at? Kairi Sane. There you go. Okay, did a few more, so I'll save that quick. Jushin Liger wants more money. Sure you do. You're already making a bunch, aren't you? 18 grand. So now you're making almost 20. Save that. That's a good one to save after. Personal advice. Brody Lee wants more money. Alright, buddy. Maybe I'll put you in this battle. Woof. You're making bank too. Okay. Come on, guys. Chris Statlander wants more money. Come on, everybody. Killing me here. I mean, it's fine. Don't get me wrong. But can't you just tell me all at once? Kenta Kobashi wants more money. No problem. There you go. Now you're making about 15. Bret Hart wants more money. Hey, Bret. Now you're making about 16.5. There you go. Save that. Going as fast as I can. There we go. Don't seem to be any trust issues, but be careful. Okay, so that is everyone got the raises they requested, deserved, required, however you want to say it. Now, it's the tough part. Now, we have to see if they will accept our cross-promotional battle. So we have 3 strikes. Oh, actually, before we do that, hang on. Let's take a look. Promotion stats, WWE. Let's take a look at the results of their previous event and see if they used any of the 21 people that I sent them. Okay, so starting us off immediately. Wow, look at this. Okay, so in the first match, it was a team led by Drew McIntyre. So that's a WWE versus GWA. Second match, Raven led a team against Alexa Bliss's team, so that's GWA, WWE. Ricochet, Mike Bailey is a interpromotional match. R-Truth, Seth Rollins, the same. Serena Deeb, Shayna Baszler. Mike Awesome, John Morrison. Bray Wyatt, Eddie. Ray Phoenix, Eric. Yohei Shelton, Benjamin. Sakura, Damian Priest, sure. Cedric Alexander, Liv Morgan. That was the only purely WWE match. They used our guys in every single one of their matches. Excellent. So, do you think that means that they will want to fight us? Here we go. Let's try. Please fight us. Don't have enough wrestlers. That's a lie. They have tons of wrestlers. That's strike 1. We're going to ask them 2 more times. If they say no, or twice more, we're going to move on. Strike 1. I knew that they would say no the first time. They always do. Unless it's like a smaller promotion, then they'll be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's do it. No interest in working with you. Again, bullcrap. We literally just sent them, we literally just provided them half of a card's worth of talent. Like we were the entirety of their last month's show, like half of it was GWA stuff. And we won most of the matches too. Anyway. Here we go. There it is. Got yourself a cross-promotion event. Set up the card in the book event menu. Let's show them what we're made of. All right, so backing out. Saving that data. So I can only pick 5 participants. I have to put one of my belts on the line, and they have to put one of their belts on the line. So I'm thinking Bill Bullock for the junior strap. No, wait. I'll do the Legends Junior because it's not a main belt of mine. I don't mind that. I don't mind one of my secondary titles getting moved over, but not my main ones. Okay, so it's either the Hall of Fame belt, the new champ Shawn Michaels, if he's in shape to do it, or Hayabusa. So those are my two, probably Hayabusa. Those are my two guesses, or my two guesses as to what we're going to do here. Okay, so let's book that event. It is a 5-on-5. Currently we have 5,000 people just showed up because there's a WWE title match. I believe the WWE champion, hang on, let me back up. I can at least check this. Wrestler stats? No. Title belts, that's it. Jimmy Uso is still your WWE champion with 8 defenses. Wow, after getting the belt off of Bobby Lashley, who had 15 defenses. Wowzers. You can see Otis was the original champion in this universe too. So I'm assuming Jimmy and Jay also the tag team title holders? My word. All right. Okay, that's all we need out of that. Just to know that we're facing Jimmy Uso. Last time we put Jimmy Uso against Bret Hart, and he destroyed Bret Hart. Let's book this event. I don't have a lot of popular people is the problem. So we're definitely not getting... I'd be happy if we got 15,000 people here. I would be ecstatic. And if we can fill it out without doing it, if we could do that as well, would be amazing. Just a social media post. Get him out there. Okay, so let's do match rules. To start off with, we want these contested under GWA rules, so give me 1 second to adjust all of this. Now what I'm trying to do is a balance between I have to pick popular wrestlers so that people will show up to want to watch them wrestle, and I also need to pick people that I think can beat the people that they're going to be up against without knowing who they're going to be up against, with the exception of the WWE title match, because I know that's going to be Jimmy Uso. Okay, DQ count on. There we go. Cut play I'm also going to put on, even though I don't have to, because there's no tag matches, but that's technically what that should be like. Okay, so... strong sound matches, not over the top rope, straight like submission or 3 count. I can make them all best of 3 would be insane. Okay, 125 rope break on. That's all good. Cut play on, DQ count on, critical low, entrance style team. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. Now we can figure ourselves. We have to put a belt on the line, and so we shall. It cannot be a junior belt. Interesting. It has to be a heavyweight. Huh. Well, it's going to be the DDT heavyweight title, because he's a roster member of ours. So that's up for grabs. So let's go ahead and put that down in my text file here. Okay. 1 second. Year 8, month 6. We are once again promo battle versus WWE. Our second. We lost the first one. Match 5 is exclamation points versus Shuji Ishikawa for the DDT Championship. So that's how we put a belt on the line without worrying about putting a belt on the line. And now we have someone from our camp versus Jimmy Uso for the WWE belts. And then, yeah, we just have a lot of question marks here. Okay, so versus ... or versus question versus question. Now, like I said, I have to pick people who I think could win and people who I think are crazy popular. So let's go here and let's just look at everybody's American popularity. So Bret Hart, he got the last title shot and he blew it. So I'm going to skip Bret Hart. Let's look for anybody else that might... Okay, Bill Bullock. That'd be interesting. That's another A. Kenny Omega is a B. Suzuki can't go. What else we got? Seth freaking Rollins with an S popularity in America. Seth Rollins, Jimmy Uso. Let's do it. Boom, that we're at 10,000 people just like that. Looks like we have to be in the red corner for the rest of this. So again, I'm just doing everybody. Try to pick the most popular. Oh, Mike Awesome for sure. Put a pin in that for now. Okay, so I'm going to pick Mike. I'm going to pick Sting. Joker Sting. Let's just do Sting. There's a big one. There, we've almost sold this place out. Mike Awesome I wanted to do. Just in case I can't do any better than a B. B's solid, don't get me wrong. But this is more for, I'm hoping Mike Awesome destroys this guy, whomever it is. Alright, now let's check. Okada. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Abyss, Scott Hall, Sting, we already did. Oh, Bobby Lashley's an A. Alright, let's do Bobby. Boom. Okay. So, can I do... Okay, about 26. So is there like a 30? What's your large? Really? What about a commercial? Can I sell it out? There we go. I'll do that. A 30,000 seater, $10 with a commercial, so we're going to cover the expenses of the building. That's all I really want. That's not too bad. So Bobby Lashley versus Mike Awesome versus Sting versus Seth Rollins versus the WWE champion, who's going to be who's Jimmy Uso. And then in your main event, the DDT title, Shuji Ishikawa versus whomever they choose. Okay, so since I'm in the red corners, they've messed up my whole match listing here. Bobby Lashley in match 1, and then we have Unknown versus Mike Awesome in match 2. And then we have Unknown versus Sting in match 3. And then we have Seth Rollins versus Jimmy Uso match 4, and then Unknown versus Shuji Ishikawa in your main event in match 5. Now, can I swap some stuff out here? I can't, eh? What I would love to do is put the WWE Heavyweight title in the main event and put the DDT Heavyweight title in the semi-main event. But that's okay. Let me just double check that the match listings are all good, or the match rules, that is. The listing itself is fine. There we go. Just like that. So, we have 30,000 people to make merchandise for. Produce merchandise. We have, let's about 10. So let's do 10 of this. We're gonna have some left over, but some of these, about 5,000 goods. And about 10,000 branded snacks. They're the cheapest thing. It's not terrible. There we go. Smaller show, but we're trying to do our best to put on a good one. As we said, we got 30,000 people in the audience. Okay. Any other human resource? Oh yes, let's check our scouts. So Stoic/Freestyle. Japan and Europe. Let's do Freestyle Europe. It's gonna be up for 6 months. And then Showman or Kings Road. So Kings Road America, because Kings Road's closer to Strong Style. Off you go. Peace out. Save that. So my scouts went out. Let me check real quick my promotional stats. It's 48. It says I have an even number. And if I check my own records, please tell me I have 48. It says I have 47, of course it does. Okay. Don't know why that is. I'll do that off air just to double check where my roster's at. Where's my roster at? 48 out of 52. So I definitely. Oh, that's right. It still counts as 47 because Shuji Ishikawa is kind of a a false positive, so to speak. But I do want to hire somebody. Maybe I can get offer contract. That's cool. You can't pick anybody from WWE. These are all the potential opponents as well. That's pretty fun. We'll see who they pick. Now, Isla Dawn's new. Welcome, Isla Dawn. Doc Gallows. Interesting. Anybody new in Latin America? Not especially, huh? Septimo Dragon. That sounds kind of gross, and I don't know why. Septimo Dragon. Oh, current Tiger Mask. Ryu Lee, also known as Dragon Lee. Another purveyor of the Phoenix Plex hold, or the Prison Plex. Interesting. Is Iria heavy? Yeah, darn tootin' he is. Okay, Angelico. Were they recently let go? Buddy Matthews. Oh, there's our sort of cast-offs. Again, I'm looking to see if anybody sort of jumps off the page, whether it's somebody that can make an immediate impact in the heavyweight division, or somebody that just sort of fits. I just see them right away and I'm like, they would be great. Like a Nakamura, I think would be great in terms of in-ring competition, but he's a freestyle wrestler, and I feel like that is going to be really hard to bend him to enjoying strong style competition. Anyway, there's Naomi, who we just found as well. All right, I can back out of this. I can back out all that, save it again quick, and get ready, get set for the promotional battle against the WWE. Here we go. Last time we lost 3 matches to 2. This time, we're hoping to beat him at least 3 to 2 ourselves. Oh, okay. So we have Otis versus Bobby Lashley. I feel like they're going to choose the same people. Let me just double check. Year 6. When did we face them? Got to be sometime in year 7. There's the GWA tournament we ran. There we ran against CMLL. We did a big night of champions where we had 10 title matches on a show. That took some doing. Promo fight loss versus WWE. Month 9, year 7. So, AJ Styles. Do I see AJ Styles? No, I don't. Otis was part of the last one. Here he is again. Robert Roode was part of the last one. Here he is again. Jimmy Uso was part of the last one. Here he is again. And Edge was part of the last one. Here he is again. They swapped out AJ Styles and they put in Randy Savage against Shuji Ishikawa. My word, this is going to be an interesting contest. Hang on. Let me just flesh this thing out for everybody. Otis versus Bobby Lashley in your opening contest. Robert Roode versus Mike Awesome. And then Edge versus Sting, Seth Rollins, Jimmy Uso for the WWE belt, and in your main event, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, against Shuji Ishikawa for the DDT Championship. That's pretty solid. All right. Also, less people showed up than were advertised. We had a sellout, and less people showed up than were predicted, and I do not understand why. Also, I'm sure they'll keep leaving as the show progresses. Anyway, Bobby Lashley v. Otis. Let's see who can score the first win for their respective promotion. Hiya! Bobby Lashley, a former Hall of Fame champion, a former WWE champion, now wrestling for the GWA here against Otis in the cutoff t-shirt and trunks. Bobby Lashley in his long black and gold tights, Otis in the black and yellow. Otis will be looking to hit that Caterpillar, his version of the Worm, popularized by Scotty 2 Hottie. Bobby Lashley, of course, has a number of offensive weapons to use. The Hurt Lock, his version of the Full Nelson. The Dominator, he can hit you with a spear and knock you smooth out. Has a lot of ways to take you down as the Almighty One. We'll see how he does against Otis here. I'm going to be super biased in my commentary for this one because I want the GWA to beat the WWE in this promotional battle. It will help us. It will help our popularity. It'll look good. Just as good, if not better, than sending the WWE half of our talent roster for their previous show. Literally could not have happened. Out of the 11 matches, only one of them was WWE versus WWE. Every other one was WWE versus AEW. In preparation of this, the official Best of 5 promotional war. As you hear the PA announcer cautioning the audience not to get too close to the wrestlers as they assail one another against the guardrail here. This event is going to be contested under GWA rules, that is no countouts or DQs outside the ring. Your standard 5 count in the ring. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission inside of the GWA ring. 3 count or tap out, the only way to secure a win for your squad. As we pass the 5-minute mark in this one, Otis starting to open up on the former Hall of Fame and yes, former WWE champion Bobby Lashley. It was Bobby Lashley who defeated Otis, himself a WWE champion, to begin his reign on top of World Wrestling Entertainment, and a huge back body drop sends Otis to the floor from Lashley. Into the side mount, over into, it looks like some sort of arm bar variation. Can't quite see it from here. Could have been a key lock. As Bobby Lashley, the Almighty One, looking to take over in this one. A rivalry renewed. Otis and Bobby Lashley, years ago, faced one another for the WWE title. Now facing one another as opponents on different rosters, with the pride of their respective federation on the line. Huge fall-away slam, the sack of crap from Bobby Lashley into the guardrail. You can really hear the PA announcer going at it when somebody gets tossed into the guardrail there. Maximum concern. See, you can hear them. Please watch it, everybody. Everybody be safe. It's now Lashley sent across. Re-entering the ring on the side of the ramp. Otis having none of it. Action once again spilling to the floor. This thing is devolving to a big bad brawl. I don't know which competitor that favors, but it looks like Otis putting the work in at the moment. Huge clothesline, big side slam. Otis going to work. Grabs a chair from under the ring. Bobby Lashley puts a stop to that, however. Into the Hurt Lock on the floor. That's not going to win you the match outside the ring, but that's certainly going to damage Otis. Oh, big spine buster under the chair, though. Otis refusing to go away as we pass the 10-minute mark and we are still on the floor. Complete shot out of Lashley buys him some time to catch his breath. A second one now. Back into the Hurt Lock, working the head and neck of Otis is Bobby Lashley. Oh, huge lariat to the back of the head now. One to the face this time. Trying to throw Otis back in the ring, perhaps. Another fall-away slam, but Otis rolls back to his feet and back into the ring. Bit of cat and mouse being played here. Bobby Lashley just responds with another fall-away. Running power slam on the floor from Bobby Lashley. Now he whips Otis into the corner post. Another big power slam. Lashley grabs a chair. Swing and a miss. Hang on! Dominator by Otis on the floor! Stealing a page from Bobby Lashley's playbook. And now Lashley makes him pay with a Dominator of his own. Back in the ring now. Nice go behind by Lashley. Hang on. Big slam by Otis. Into the cover. 1, 2. Lashley out at 2. Off the ropes he's sent. Big back body drop. Duck underneath by Lashley. Go behind stuffed by Otis. Another big slam. Variation of the world's strongest out of Otis. Hang on. Flipped off the shoulder by Lashley there. Into the cutter, it looked like. Lashley trying to bide his time. Duck underneath. Another huge slam by Otis and into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Otis scoring big for the WWE in your opening contest. 1-0 for World Wrestling Entertainment. Uh-oh. Behind the 8 ball immediately is the GWA. Nothing. WWE. 92% match though. I'll take that. Okay. Oops. Go for one. Coming up next, Robert Roode, Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome looking to pull things even for the GWA. Robert Roode looking to virtually put it away and put his squad up 2-0. Let's see what happens when Mike Awesome of the House of Misery faces Robert Roode. Your referee for this evening, Mr. Bigfoot, calling for the bell, and we are underway. Mike Awesome, the larger of the 2 gentlemen, the mulleted gentleman, he of the face paint, both men wearing predominantly black gear, black trunks for sure. Robert Roode, the bearded gentleman, certainly the more, shall we say, ripped of the 2, certainly more muscle definition in the body of a Robert Roode. Definitely, you can tell he takes his nutrition and health very seriously and has done so for his entire 20-year career. Nice back body drop there. Mike Awesome, not normally one to champion his home promotion, used to doing the bidding of Raven, his leader in the House of Misery. But on this occasion, Mike Awesome fighting not only for the pride of his stable, but that of the entire GWA promotion. And after seeing Bobby Lashley upset in the first round here by Otis, perhaps the pressure of pulling even might prove too much for one gladiator, or perhaps he shall rise to the challenge like his namesake. Time will tell here, as we're still in the early moments between the glorious one and the awesome one. Center of the ring for Awesome now. Not even 5 minutes gone. Hang on. Nice butterfly suplex. Off the ropes he comes. Big splash into the pin. 2. Oh, almost scoring an upset there in the early minutes here. Was Mike Awesome. I wouldn't have minded it. I'm not really too concerned about overall crowd enjoyment of this one. I just want my squad to win, yo. Big Awesome bomb countered by Roode. Nicely done. Keep your eye on that. Mike Awesome has a variety of awesome bombs he can hit. The key is there, he has to hit them in order for them to be effective. See how many counters Roode has up his sleeve. Another nice butterfly there, but Roode able to power to his feet first. Go behind. Nice Saito-style suplex to Mike Awesome from Robert Roode. Awesome elects to send Roode to the floor and falls him out. We saw a lot of this in the opening contest as well. No count out, no DQ. And that suits Mike Awesome just fine. No stranger to weaponry is the FMW legend, Awesome Mike Awesome. The Gladiator eats another Saito suplex from Robert Roode, who rolls back into the ring and appeals to the crowd. Into the Blue Thunder by Awesome. Too close to the ropes, however. Rude trying to maintain the advantage with the strike battle. Able to overpower Awesome momentarily. Maintaining his offensive edge. Back to the corner now. He sends Mike Awesome. Awesome able to reverse. Fisherman Buster, but too close to the ropes. Nice try by Rude, but Awesome saves himself with his long legs there. Into the crucifix. Awesome bomb flipping Rude over. Awesome's not done. Hang on. Set into the corner now, tied to the Tree of Woe by Rude. Working on the midsection, Robert Roode. Trying to outlast the sheer force of Mike Awesome. Big main event spinebuster from Rude. Gloriously done. Awesome again trying to take the fight to the floor here, where he thinks he'll have the advantage. Big pile driver from Awesome. Once again hamming it up for the crowd. Had to keep his focus on his opponent here. GWA already down 1-0. Nice suplex from Rude. Trying to confuse Awesome here in and out of the ring. Awesome coming off the ropes. Big diving clothesline to Rude. Go behind. Saito by Rude in reply. Nicely done. You can see the tenacity that helped make Robert Roode a world champion in Impact Wrestling. Hang on. Another crucifix Awesome bomb, turning him over. Awesome can't follow up, though. Big main event spinebuster from Rude. There's that patented neck breaker as well. Back to the Fisherman Buster, and once again, Awesome's legs save the day. Setting Rude on the top turnbuckle. What could this be? Rude counters into the roll-up. 1, 2, no! Awesome escapes! Awesome up top! Awesome splash, frog style. 1, 2. Rude's turn to kick out at 2. I thought that was it. I thought that counter of the super awesome bomb was gonna do it. Superplex by Rude. Into the cover, hooks the legs deep, and no! Awesome escapes! Another Saito suplex. Robert Roode is feeling it here. WWE looking to run away with this competition. Wait a minute. Running Awesome bomb. He just tossed him halfway across the ring. He threw him back with the German. Pile driver from Mike Awesome. Rolls him into the cover. Too close to the ropes. Another crucifix Awesome bomb. Hit him, Mike. Hit him. Pulls him back to his feet. Mike Awesome playing with fire here. Oh, God. Once again pulling Rude back to his feet. Rude thinking kill shot here. Gotta think he's got to put Awesome away, and quick. Big leg drop from Awesome. Back to a backbreaker there from Rude. Pulls Awesome back to his feet. Real uncomfortable positioning here in the southern quadrant of the ring. It's not going to work out too well for both men. Oh, God. Alabama slam by Awesome. Drags him away from the ropes. Back to his feet, though, once again. Awesome ever electing to do more damage rather than go for the pin. That could prove to be the difference maker. Elevated DDT. The glorious DDT from Rude. But Awesome still fighting. Jumping Awesome bomb. Got him. Mike Awesome evens things up in 1 match apiece. Phew. That got pretty harrowing there for a bit. That could have gone either way. Let me now wipe the spittle off of my monitor as I was calling that match. There we go. All right. 5 stars as well. Wonderful. Robert Roode falling to Mike Awesome. In a barn burner 1-1 A 1-1 tie. All right, match number 3. Another one that could go either way. Edge versus Sting, a match that we probably never received in real life, and as you can tell, obviously, people are still leaving. I don't get it. We're putting on good matches. I don't understand why people are leaving during the show. Is that just normal? How about people show up late? Is that a thing? Anyway, Edge versus Sting. We're at 1-1. This is going to sway things in one direction or the other. Rated R superstar Edge versus the icon Sting. Sting, of course, has that Scorpion Death Drop and Scorpion Death Lock. Edge will be looking to hit that spear. Perhaps the implant DDT, the Educator submission. If he's feeling frisky, maybe he'll even bust out the old Edge-o-matic. Certainly not the downward spiral. Those days are long behind him. As these two surefire Hall of Famers lock horns in a GWA ring. Sting, the newly minted leader of the Black Moon Fight Club of the GWA. Edge, the stalwart veteran of the WWE Wars, recently returned to the ring after a 9-year absence. Rather nasty neck injury. It is Edge's second bout with wrestling on borrowed time, some would say. As the Rated R superstar putting work in here against Sting in the early going. As the icon trying to fire back here. Nice back elbow from the wily veteran. Sting likely forgotten more about the professional wrestling business than Edge might have ever known. Nicely stepped over to the Scorpion Deathlock. Hope to see that a number of times, eventually spelling victory for not only Sting, but the GWA by proxy.
1, 2.
As the Stinger now trying to keep close watch on his opponent. Trying to keep the hammer down as the Stinger. Edge, you can see fighting back, grabs a quick camel clutch. It's not going to do too much damage or spell victory in the opening moments here, but nice powerbomb by Sting. Didn't know he had it in him. Shades of one of his chief rivals, Vader. Big Stinger splash in the corner. Into the cover. 1, 2. Almost puts Edge down just like that. Edge trying to even himself up in this matchup here. Nice. Iponeza, nice judo throw there by Sting. Big boot from the Stinger. Drops the elbow. Nicely done. The way he popped his hip before that throw. Something relatively new out of the icon. As you can see, even when Edge tries to get a little time and distance, Sting closes it in a second, and that will do it! He just broke the legs of Edge with the Scorpion Deathlock! And just like that, GWA up 2-1. Not the result Edge was wanting. Barely had a chance to get out of second gear. Crowd didn't like it, but Sting proving his point. Knocking Edge out of the competition, breaking his leg with the Scorpion Deathlock, forcing the man to tap out. GWA up 2-1. Okay. I mean, I'm happy about the results. I'm not thrilled about the audience enjoyment level. But it just came after a 5-star match, so we're okay. Oops. 1. Okay, now the two biggies, the two title matches. Seth Rollins, Jimmy Uso, and let me just remind you that the last time we had a WWE promotional war, they won 3 matches to 2, and one of those victories happened because Jimmy Uso just stomped the crap out of Bret Hart. We will see if Seth Rollins can fare any better. See if Seth Rollins can become the new WWE champion against reigning and defending the one, Jimmy Uso. Here we go. Down to the ring for this most important contest. If Seth Rollins is to secure victory here, not only will he be crowned WWE champion, but he will secure a promotional victory for the GWA. And if Jimmy Uso is able to retain here, we go tied 2-2 into your main event, still to come. Macho Man Randy Savage against Shuji Ishikawa for the DDT Championship. That's right, a match you never thought you'd see, because who in their right mind would even think of it? Shuji Ishikawa, Randy Savage, yet to come in your main event. But that's after we feast our eyes on Jimmy Uso, all clad in white, the defending WWE champion, in there against the architect Seth Rollins, representing the GWA. As a competitor for the belt and as a competitor in this promotional war, I'm going to put it away 3 matches to 1. We're looking to tie things up if you're Jimmy Uso. Didn't take him but 10 minutes to put Bret down last time we saw Jimmy Uso in a GWA ring. Has been virtually unstoppable as WWE champion since defeating GWA roster member Bobby Lashley to claim the belt. Bobby Lashley, who lost in our first contest tonight to Otis, the man that Bobby Lashley himself beat to earn his WWE championship when he was with the promotion. We had to hire Bobby Lashley as an independent in order to get Jimmy Uso the opportunity to wrestle for the title. We just kept him on the roster afterwards. 5-minute mark, and Jimmy Uso celebrates with a DDT to Seth. Seth, no stranger to gift exchange, gives one right back. And there's the receipt from Jimmy. Sends him off the ropes now. Nice back body drop by WWE champion Jimmy Uso. And once again, as has happened in the previous 2 matches, or the first 2 matches, I should say, the action spilling out to the floor, the Edge Sting match, didn't have time enough to develop into the kind of brawl that needed to spill out to the floor. Sting making short work of the Rated R superstar with that Scorpion Deathlock. As now Seth Rollins looking to take over on Jimmy Uso on the floor here. Jimmy rolling back to the safety of the ring, but he's only safe for a moment, as in comes Seth. Reversal off the ropes. Quick back body drop by Seth. Nice combination offense there. Landing those strikes, those knee strikes deep into the midsection, and now following it up with a nice clothesline off the ropes. Uso off the ropes once again. Nice shoulder tackle to the back of Seth Rollins, propelling him face first into the mat. And your WWE champion goes low, so Seth Rollins responds in kind. Pair of ding-dong shots, one for each gentleman. Float over into the DDT. Nicely done by Jimmy. But Seth undaunted, going back to those knee strikes. Nice enziguri from the architect. Sending Uso off the ropes, drop down by Rollins. Nice clothesline, trying to maybe set him up perhaps for a move off the top. Dangerous predicament for Rollins to put himself in, as Jimmy Uso is known for a top rope splash as well. But this fight rages on here, nicely done. Leaping forearm strike to the jaw by Rollins. Trying to press his advantage, and champion Uso doing everything he can to counter. Nice DDT there, but it does not slow Uso down. Seth Rollins with the buckle bomb. Somewhere Sting just grabbed the back of his neck. Rollins up top with the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is the new WWE champion just like that. And the GWA has defeated the WWE in this promotional fight. The frog splash almost got a 90 for it. And that's it. We've got a new WWE champion. And like I just said, the GWA wins the promotional battle. All right, let me just add that. That Seth Rollins of the GWA has the WWE title. So now I can start bringing people from the GWA, or excuse me, from the WWE in to face Seth on a monthly basis. I'm pretty cool with that. Okay. Oh, that could not have gone better. Boom! New champion crown. Now, I'll tell you, even if Shuji Ishikawa loses to Randy Savage and we no longer have the DDT championship, it's not really part of my promotion to begin with, to be honest. And that puts it back in circulation. And that also means I can hire Randy Savage to come in and then hire some DDT people to come in. So I'm fine with either result of this because we already won the promotional battle, and that's mainly what we're going for. So long as this doesn't stink the joint out. That's my only concern. Anyway, Shuji Ishikawa, technically on the GWA roster and therefore able to defend his DDT championship at this event, is putting it on the line against the WWE's newest signee, Macho Man Randy Savage. Can you dig it? Let's get on down to the ring. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Hang on. Let me get the cam back here. Oh, I don't have the drops. Never mind. I don't have drops anymore. Voicemail? Nope. Timers? Nope. That's wild. Never mind. We're going to do the video drops on this one. Ah, Macho Man Randy Savage in his classic pink, white, and yellow attire. It's like WrestleMania 3-ish. WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 4, somewhere in that. Like mid to late 80s. Randy Savage. Slowly turning face. And they're against Shuji Ishikawa, who we've already seen in action in a GWA ring this month, putting down Harashima in defense of the DDT title. Definitely going to be the powerhouse of this matchup as well, but the crafty and hardest working wrestler in wrestling, Macho Man Randy Savage, will not be outworked, will not be outdone, will give it his all until his final breath. It's exactly the sort of fight you want out of both challenger and champion in this, the main event of the evening, as we have already won the promotional battle against the WWE, thus revenging our earlier loss to them in last year's competition for the GWA. We've also taken their main title. As you see Savage missing the Savage elbow drop there. Ishikawa lucky to escape with this life. As we have new champions within our own promotion. And we have belts from without also in our possession. Shuji Ishikawa being an example of that. Putting the DDT heavyweight strap on the line against the Macho Man here in the main event. Savage with a nice counter there of the suplex. Lands one of his own. Shuji responds. They body slam at the 5-minute mark, and now an exchange of strikes between the two. Nice back elbow there from Savage. Again, he's going to be looking to position his opponent near one of the corners so he can climb the top rope and hit that Hail to the King. That traditional trademark Savage elbow drop. Both arms high to the heavens, and then launching himself onto his opponent. Will be the Macho Man. As he now perhaps sets Shuji Ishikawa up for exactly that maneuver. You can see Savage trying to contain Ishikawa near the turnbuckle if he can help it here. Providing ample opportunity to hit that elbow drop. You can get Ishikawa down and positioned properly. Nice roll through. Excellent cradle. Only gets him a 1. Thought he may have been too close to the ropes for that, but the eagle eye of referee Mr. Bigfoot obviously saw otherwise. Savage able to escape on his own. A nice pin attempt there at Ishikawa. Look for that cradle to perhaps come into play as this match wears on. At about the 20-minute mark, that cradle could be deadly. Nice high knee, shades of Harley Race there from Randy Savage. Getting that high knee into the chest of Ishikawa. Trying to slow the DDT champion down and keep him down for that elbow drop. Off the ropes once again. Another nice high knee by Savage. Nice. Float over into the back suplex. Now into the sleeper from Randy. Could be quite effective again as this match wears on. Simple but effective wrestling technique from the many-decade veteran Macho Man Randy Savage here. Going back to the sleeper on Shuji Ishikawa. Hang on. Into the crucifix bomb by Shuji. 1, 2, and no. Savage escapes at 2. Now positioning Ishikawa into the corner. Back to work on the midsection, trying to just beat the oxygen out of the body of the DDT champion is Randy Savage. Oh, just got dropped on his head. Spiked by Ishikawa and into the cover. Savage just escapes. Hits a pile driver variant of his own. Rolls into the cover, hooks to leg deep. 2 and no. Ishikawa kicks. Savage sends him off the rope, another high knee. Positioning him under the ropes is Savage. Up top he climbs. Elbow drop. Into the cover. 1, 2. No. Ishikawa kicks out. One of the most protected finishes in all of wrestling. The Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drop kicked out by Ishikawa, but Savage undaunted, looking to hit it a second time if he can help it. Trying to get Shuji position, but he once again gets dropped on his head. Both men up. Savage dazed. Ishikawa sucking wind though. How much does the DDT champion have left? Trying to keep the challenger at bay while he catches his breath. Savage looking to put him away once and for all with perhaps a second elbow drop. Nice suplex, setting him up in the center of the ring. Another one now, closer to the turnbuckle, but Shuji rolls through. Third one from Savage. Keeps Ishikawa down. Oh, but he hits a gut wrench. Ishikawa trying to catch his breath desperately here. Savage pouring it on. Up top. Elbow drop and a beauty. Into the cover. 1, 2. No. Shuji Ishikawa kicks again. Angle slam. Out of nowhere. 1, 2. Savage kicks out at 2. Another beautiful high knee from the former WWF champion. Former WCW World Champion as well. Randy Savage setting Ishikawa up for perhaps a third and decisive elbow drop. Working on the neck is Randy. Nice neck breaker. Back to it. Oh, stiff chop to the bridge of the nose there from Shuji Ishikawa. Savage back to work with the rights and lefts. Savage trying to set him up just so in the corner. Ishikawa able to get Savage out of the ring. No count out, no DQ in the main event here, just as in the other matches. Once you're out of the ring, anything goes. I think Ishikawa wanted a bit of a break from the relentless assault of Randy Savage, but he is finding nothing but more onslaught from the Macho Man. Perhaps that pile driver will slow him down. Savage able to counter, and into the ropes he goes. Back into the ring, only momentarily. Thinks better of it, and once again joins Ishikawa on the floor, and back to the sleeper. If that were in the center of the ring, that would have been the end of the matchup. Shuji grabs a chair. Big gut wrench to Randy Savage on the floor. Randy able to counter the follow-up maneuver. As we pass the 20-minute mark in this main event for the DDT title, Randy Savage against Shuji Ishikawa, and Randy's going up for the elbow. Nails him into the cover. 1, 2, no! Ishikawa kicks again. That's the third time Shuji Ishikawa has kicked out of the Savage elbow drop. Once again sending Randy to the floor. Ishikawa's got to be running on fumes by now. How many times is he going to get his chest caved in by those elbows? Oh God, crucifix bomb on the floor. Scoops him up into another stuffed piledriver variant, dropping Savage on his dome. So he drops Shuji on his dome. Exchange of pile drivers, and Randy Savage eagerly awaiting Shuji Ishikawa in the center of the ring. Angle slam from Savage. He stole it from Ishikawa's playbook. Shuji's got him in the corner though. Knees to the midsection. Drags him away from the ropes. What does he have in mind for Randy? Randy able to counter. Big body slam sends Shuji to the floor. We reset as we approach 24 minutes in this title fight. Randy going up top. Big elbow drop, but he's too close to the ropes. Pulls him away. Into the cover. No, but Shuji's up. Gut wrench suplex. Shuji pulling Savage back to his feet. Scoops into another pile driver. Savage is up first. Chopping away at the champion. Shuji doing everything in his power to keep Savage down. Off the ropes, big elbow strike. Savage going up for the elbow drop. Got him. Cannot follow up with the cover immediately, and Ishikawa is back to his feet again. 5th elbow drop of the matchup. And we're still fighting 25 minutes plus in your main event. Big DDT by Shuji Ishikawa. Trying to put Savage down and out and retain his DDT title. Nice suplex counter sends Savage to the floor. Shuji follows him outside. Suplex by Savage. Nicely done by the Macho Man. Great height on that knee drop as well. And now a gut wrench from Randy Savage. Pile driver time on the barely padded concrete floor of the arena. Another gut wrench from Randy Savage now. As we are approaching the 30-minute mark in this championship contest, Randy Savage wisely returning to the sanctity of the ring, the only place a 3-counter tap-out can be registered. Signals to the crowd that this is it. High knee drop as he's got him positioned, but he won't go for the elbow. Shuji with a nice suplex. 29 minutes plus in this championship fight. The final one of the night. Big clothesline from Randy Savage, settling that strike dispute. Follows it up with a few more. Suplex out of Randy. Again, trying to set Shuji Ishikawa up for that elbow drop. Big pile driver upcoming to the 30-minute mark, but Shuji no-sells into a powerbomb. Into the cover. 1, 2. No, Savage rolls the shoulder. Pile driver to Randy Savage. Ishikawa can't follow up. Gut wrench by the DDT champ. Trying to press his advantage while he has it, but Savage won't go away. You can't keep him down for long. Countered into the cover. 2. Ishikawa able to break the hold and escape. Off the ropes he runs. Sliding knee to the chest. Into the angle slam. 1, 2. No. Savage out again. Huge DDT by Shuji Ishikawa. Both men gotta wonder what they have to do to the other to put them away. Big pile driver by Randy into the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Shuji kicks. Cresting towards 35 minutes in this main event. Final fight of the night turning out to be a real doozy. Both men contesting for the DDT title. Big elbow drop from Savage. Drags him away from the ropes. Into the cover. 1, 2. No! Once again, Ishikawa escapes. Pile driver. Cover on Randy. No! The willingness to win. The imperviousness to pain. The will to fight in both of these athletes. Second to none on this night. What is it gonna take to put one or the other away? Randy waiting patiently center of the ring. Another gut-wrench suplex out of Ishikawa. If either gentleman has a submission in mind, at 35 minutes plus in this contest, I virtually guarantee a victory on a solid application of any submission hold. Neckbreaker by Randy. Angle slam once again from Shuji Ishikawa. Can't follow it up. Randy Savage sending him to the floor with a suplex. Both men looking to catch their breath here before they continue the battle. Here we go. Oh, mistimes the knee off the ropes. That's going to be the wear and tear of this nearly 40-minute match, getting to both of these athletes. As you can see, Randy Savage pulls him over. Elbow drop. Pulls him away from the ropes. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Randy Savage at 37 and a half minutes in an epic contest. Your new DDT champion. What a match. I don't even mind that we lost. Because it means, yeah, darn right it was 5 stars. Because it means that Shuji Ishikawa just means he's no longer employed by us. And that means... Nicely done. That was indeed a wow moment. Okay. 3-2 GWA after all that. Randy Savage has the DDT championship. So let me just rewrite that. That Randy Savage of the WWE has the DDT belt. And I can fire Shuji Ishikawa. Let me just make a note that I can let him go. Fire Shuji. Hire someone. So those are my notes for my off-air stuff. Boom! Champion dethroned. That's fine. We still won. We still won. It was still a banger. Yep. Yep. We won. That's all that counts. Rollins of GWA is the new WWE champion. That's right. In front of almost a full house. I'll take it. Oh, we got new NXT Tag Team Champions. We got new CMLL Trios Champions. We have new AAA Tag Team Champions as well. Flip Gordon's the new Ring of Honor Junior Heavyweight Champion. And that's about it. And we made over $1 million. Can't go wrong there. Singles tournament scheduled with Ring of Honor. Not with them, but they have it scheduled. Alright, any more news, anybody? Alex in America. I don't know who that might be. Arnold in America. Nobody there. Did a charity event. Fans loved it. Dawkins and Kevin. So that's Angelo Dawkins, Kevin Blackwood. Well, that's easy enough. Angelo versus Blackwood. So that's it. All you have to do is put them across the ring from each other. So I can essentially just do a tag match. Okay, so Dawkins and Kevin. Perfect. So that's Angelo Dawkins and Kevin Blackwood. That's going to bring more people. So that now we're going to be all set for our July show. Hang on one second. Let's do our normal management here. Training center upkeep before we log off for the day. I'm also going to fire Shuji Ishikawa before we log off for the day. just because they serve their purpose. Thank you very much. We got the DDT belt off of them, so back to the free agent pool they go. Alright, so that was all done. Let's back off of that. Human resources. Consultation, Shuji Ishikawa. Thanks, buddy. Off they go. Now, let me first do, speaking of consultations, let's double check our $5,000 threshold on everybody. I know there's some people about halfway down at least. Oh, Amy getting there? Amy's there. Gotta be a couple at least. By $2 is Seth Rollins in the proper bracket. There we go. Stang! There you go. Stang's over. Now, Sting was way down here, right? So. Alright, so just Kyle O'Reilly, huh? There you go. By the way, Kyle O'Reilly been with us for 2 months. Haven't put him on a card yet. We'll fix that next month. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, that's all done. Any other management stuff I need to do? I should check the actual advice to see if other people... Adam Page wants more money. Okay. Resources, consultation. What's up, Hangman? Baby raise for you. Yep, there you go. Back that up. Personal advice. That's it. That's it. Love it. Okay. There was a big lineup out the door last time. Now we're all good. How about... let's do scouts. There we go. There we go, because 3 of them came back. So Strong or Showman, Japan or America. Strong Style, America, 6 months. Off you go. Kings Road Showman. Let's do Kings Road, America, 6 months. Off you go. This one is just, could be anything. So again, 6 months. Oops. 6 months. Off you go. There we go. So, invested $6,000 in sending out some more scouts. Back that up. Offer a contract. Yeah, are we right in thinking? See, there's Shuji Ishikawa. For whatever reason, I guess because I'm a North American promotion, but when I release them, now he's a North American free agent instead of a Japanese one. Who else did we find? Alex, was it Alex Coughlin? Was it Alex Zane? There's some Alexes here. Could have been either of those two. Not quite sure. Certainly isn't Alex's elsewhere. So anyway, we can go look at that later. I gotta hire. I don't know. I gotta go look at what my roster is. I'm trying to build the juniors back up to 20, so I need 2 more of those, and I need 1 more heavyweight. I think that's how that'll work out. Yeah, I replaced. Yeah, because I lost a heavyweight in Booker T and in Undertaker, and I replaced Undertaker with Sting, so I need another heavyweight. So all right, so that sort of opens things up. All right. That's all good for now. Let me just boop on over here and hit this fancify button. Oh yeah! To get me all front and center, so I can thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. Wishing everybody chill vibes and clear skies. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it, and don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly. Thanks so long for now. We're going to be back on the air Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for some island touring shenanigans in Ark Survival Evolved. But until then, TTFN. All right, 1 second here. Let's find somebody to spread a little nerve to on our way out of this sucker. And of course, my Stream Deck crashes, as it does every time I attempt to do this. I should preemptively press it a few times, I would think. You'd think I'd learn by now while I'm doing this for almost 2 years. Oh. That's better. That's better! Okay. There we go. Let's go say hi to the Combat Kang. Badoop. Sitting on there. It's all good. Alright, ta-ta for now, everybody. Hopefully I see you tomorrow night for Ark. Toodaloo!